All right. So, when we last left the bums of Greenest, Micaiah, Zan, Erdnach, and Arik were standing in the long gallery deep within the tomb of Diderius, staring at the 20-foot wide empty divination pool while an audience of bearded devils, the last remaining members of your quarry's consort, mocked you from afar. Having poured water into the dry well several times, and despite making numerous Fey sacrifices, the only thing in the middle of the... Oops, sorry. Yeah. The only thing you had achieved so far was temporary madness.
Yeah, that was fun.
And brain damage.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
A dead cultist left in the middle of the room, throat slit and eyes staring wide, appeared to confirm what Ilda the ghost had said to you about the pool's hunger for extreme gifts. But the ability to peer into the blackness that spread each time life-giving water was added and actually see what you were looking for, Varram the White, or the dragon mask he was alleged to have lost, it escaped you. Multiple arrows leading from the northern double doors littered the floor around the dead body. The image hammered into the doors depicted a mighty king of sorts. One could only assume Diderius himself, as humble as the decadence of his tomb has so far affirmed. After staring at the sluice leading from the wall for several minutes, Erdnach wondered aloud if holy water would have the desired effect, and Ar grew more impatient with the entire situation. Micaiah, meanwhile, took action, wild shaping into a small mouse and running up the chute in an attempt to go back to the safe room with the still well. But not before Zan quickly tapped her tiny back and cast Beast Sense, sitting crisscross on the floor, his eyes glazing over with a hazy white as he viewed the world through Mickey's beady little mousy eyes.
Impatient children! I was using the scientific method.
Well, that didn't make any sense. It obviously wasn't working. We're all going mad over here. We don't have time for this, or not. Come on.
I love it. I love every single second of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's get on with it. Going up the fucking thing to go back up to the room that's empty.
Shouldn't be playing with dark magics anyways.
Aye, we just move on from here. Find him before he finds the mask.
Finally, he makes some sense.
Good job, buddy.
So, with that, Mickey goes into her mouth shape.
I'm glad. I go back in. You creep looking. Fucking, I see him like looking through the slit. I was like, you got the same thing.
Oh, there you are. I mixed you up. That's what's wrong with you. So bad, you know? Warriors, get down here. Look at me over there.
Oh, sorry, I literally.
Bad unicorn.
Face.
Bad unicorn.
Oh my god. That's him up so easy.
Oh, you can see me?
Easily mixed up.
I
Exactly.
looked over and I saw like your eye just freaking lost. That's what I thought. I was like, oh,
He's like, how many HP do I have?
and then I heard Annie hit the thing. Oh, ooh, okay. That's
Everybody's got their money's worth with Zan having a little laugh tonight.
Oh,
I've never seen you laugh like that.
oh, that was so funny.
All right.
Kaya heads up the chute. Zan sits down on the floor, and Erdnot sitting there staring at the pool of no water. Meanwhile, Arik standing over at in front of the double doors. You start to feel like the edges of your vision begin to get a little bit dark, almost like a vignette feeling as you're standing there, just kind of like frustrated, annoyed by this whole thing, and you can hear from the right side of your Brain, what? You can hear on the right side the like chuckling and laughter of the bearded devils at this point. And even though you can't see them, so like they're not in the doorway anymore, you kind of look over. You begin to hear their laughter shift. It goes from like this ho, 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 to a little bit higher pitched, like a little bit more familiar to you as you're listening and looking through the doorway, and you can hear these sounds of like like the little goblin laughter coming from the other room. And it sort of morphs over time as you're staring with your owl eyes, owl goggle eyes. You did not
I
turn
got
into it.
I just imagine Arik with the normal face and these big fucking owl eyes.
Can I just say
How
how
many
much
licks
of a
does it
band
take?
name the Bearded Devils would be?
So you can
So their first single is Owl Eyes.
you can looking out into the
Just got a subscriber. Thank you, Dark
Dreamer.
Dreamer. I'm like, I butchered names.
Thank you,
Thank
Dark
you.
Dreamer.
Thank you.
Dark Dreamer's been subbing for a while.
14 months.
Oh,
God damn.
Thank you, Dark Dreamer.
And the sound kind of morphs and changes from the goblin laughter to more of like the screaming and the sounds that bring you back to the day that kind of changed everything for you. You hadn't really had time to sit with this at all. There had been so much that occurred from running and trying to make sure that Lee got away and all of this, and then everything changing so quickly, traveling with the bums. And in this moment, you're just standing and you don't know what it is about this particular gallery, but just like your vision gets dark, and then you realize that this is just you. You're listening, you're kind of watching, you can see shadows, like small shadows running back and forth in that really dark room. But it's not anything that this place is doing.
it's not an external.
It's not an
force,
external
something
force.
that's doorway.
You know that in this particular moment, your brain's decided that it's going to bring you back.
Oh, great! So I got some PTSD shit going on. That's
For
awesome.
that moment.
Gotcha.
So what does Art do?
Is this? What kind of effect does this have on me besides just hearing and seeing? Is it crippling? Like, is it something that like
No,
stops my movement?
nope. Just in this moment, you know that you're looking and you're seeing something that's not there.
And it's in the next room where the bitter devil just came from?
It's in the next room, but it's also just like your vision is just like you're having a moment right now. And Erdnot, what's your passive?
10.
So Erdnot, as you're staring at the pool, you kind of look over and you can see Art just standing by himself, having a moment.
What I'm gonna do is keep his eye on those moving things. I'm assuming I'm actually seeing them. They're not on just the sides of my vision or anything.
No, you can see like shadows moving in the other room where the bearded devils are.
Okay.
You can see him staring intently, just
gonna-
quietly at the other room.
He's gonna put his hand on his sword, and I'll just back slowly up towards the. Trying to shake my head and just get this vision out of my head.
See something, boy?
I'm not sure.
You sure enough to put your hand on your weapon?
I'm not sure if it's real or if it's something from the past. Run up! That's what he's doing. He's backing up and go. Run away!
No, leave it.
Run away!
I like
What you do? Run away.
Arik is just gonna shake his head and grit his teeth and just try to do what he can. Thank you so much. He's gonna try to just kind of grit through this. He's been through. Not every battle was exactly like that, but he's pretty battle hardened as a mercenary. So I'm assuming that he would have at least some kind of an idea that maybe it's,
Yeah.
It's just like a mental. His mind just kind of.
I just hold out my water sack to him.
Big old glug from it and hand it back, wipe his face and nod his thanks.
When you look back over, you notice like your vision comes, back. You end up looking, that way, over. You look back over to the doorway and it's dark, and you can just hear like the bearded devils kind of talking to each other in Infernal. They're not trying to hide what they're talking about. They're just talking about bullshit.
Can I hear him?
Yeah.
Can I tell what they're saying?
Yeah, they're just kind of talking about, how Asmodeus is down there and Tiamat, this is bullshit, blah, 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 like that kind of.
Talking devil.
Yeah, talking devil.
Water cooler shit talk.
Around the water cooler.
Did you see Samantha's new breasts?
She got a 16th one. I don't know how I feel. It's extra. Okay, so meanwhile, Micaiah, you, your vision goes completely different than it is normally. Big eyes, everything kind of almost like fish, what is that fucking bowl? Island. Fish eye, fish bowl.
Fish bowls.
Fish bowl might be different.
Yeah. Fish bowls are smoky.
You you start heading up this chute. You don't know what Zan did, but you don't feel any different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, okay, just give a little motivational tap on the back, and you head up the chute. As you continue up, it gets very, very dark. The light from behind is all you can see, and then it kind of slopes up. Do mice, I would imagine that they do have dark vision, although that would...
I think as wild shape, she can use all her abilities while
you have
shape,
dark vision.
which is dark vision.
Okay, so you're fine either way.
Okay.
So you get up, and it doesn't take very long. It's only probably 30 feet or so of like going up this chute. But when you get to the top of it, you stop and you're looking at, very barely you can see the details of what are in front of you. You can see a mechanism that almost looks like a mixture of like wood and stone that's on the side, and then you can see right above you it just ends. And as you're sitting there in your mouse form looking at these, make an intelligence check.
I keep mine, right? It goes by my
yes, your intelligence.
Can Zan make one since he's looking through her?
Yes.
You gotta project, brother. You gotta talk loud. Sorry. Gotta yell. We gotta get him to talk lower and you to talk much louder.
I'll try.
Absorb with like that Zephyr Strike shit that you do.
I'm quiet.
Is as low as I go.
I'm just a
16 for Zan.
Okay. Micaiah, you're sitting there looking at it and you're like, not really sure what to do next. And Zan, you on the other end of things down in the big gallery are like, oh shit. When we pulled the pulley, it opened in like this to let the water. So as a mouse, there's no way for her to...
How far would you say Micaiah's gone?
Micaiah's about 30-ish feet away.
Zan is gonna attempt to use his quiver to send a message to tell her, Micaiah, it's Zan. I think that the door needs to be opened from upstairs to let the water. I think you'll have to turn back.
Sure does.
All right.
Can you like go on your butt and go wee
Can I slide?
down? I mean,
It's gonna slide down.
somebody's gonna catch you though because you.
You see a little mouse go down into the pool, which is empty.
I almost think we were a rat, so it would be like Templeton from was it Charlotte's Web? A big fat rat. It was like,
Gus from Cinderella. He's the cutest thing ever.
Seeing about when these things, would he still
Yes.
benefit from his blind sight of the body?
I don't think so because I believe it's just you get to see what they see.
Okay, so like,
Like
my
your
sense
Yeah.
is in him.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn back into human form,
Oh, and
and I'll say, Zan, I could hear you speaking to me. How'd you know what I could see?
while I was in the Feywilds, I was shown I can temporarily accompany an animal for up to an hour. See and hear what they see for an hour.
Cool, that's gonna come in handy.
To be honest, that's the first time I've ever done it.
I couldn't tell you were doing anything to me.
Yes, it's good for looking out, scouting ahead. Find an animal that's willing to cooperate.
So what are we gonna do now?
We have to decide, do we want to spend more time trying to deduce the riddle of the pool, or do we continue to follow the trail of the blood?
We don't need the pool. We know where they're going.
See, before Zan even
I agree.
finishes talking, he's gonna start walking towards that other door
I agree.
with purpose. He wants nothing to do with his dark magic shit. It's against everything that he goes with in Westermarn and Chisenta. They don't do dark magic mages and shit. Rolling right towards that door that he was looking at before.
We're missing something. Then I don't care to know what it is. He got an answer. We know where he's going. Or at least the direction.
What if we lose the trail? How will we know where it is?
We have excellent trackers here.
Right.
Tired of being a fool for the devils.
Do what we do best and make it up as we go.
Alright, let's go.
Let's continue.
Okay. So,
That
feel bad,
okay
like, I feel-
really scared.
I know, I feel like she spun because we spent so much time in the beginning, and then before we left, she was like, I did not expect you guys to spend so much time there. I feel like now, like we were supposed to spend all session there figuring this out.
No, not at all. That's why it was closed.
I know,
that was
but I feel
the
like we're supposed to-
DM. You don't go this
okay,
way.
it was closed that when you pull the lever, it opens. I described it as opening this way.
I'm still not convinced that it wasn't a toilet, a wizard toilet.
Which, like,
Well, it definitely led down into the pool.
If it isn't, then it should be.
So did the wizards pee and then they went
I
down?
don't know what
magically
dark art.
dissipates in the
Magic
pool.
pee?
Art. Look, with
What does it
Hogwarts
do when
wizards,
you-
didn't they just shit themselves and then just disappear in their pants?
What
Wasn't
does
that
it
like the
do
whole
when you
thing?
look into it? Can you see anything?
The toilet or the pool?
The pool.
It's a
Look
divination.
into the
It's a
pool.
divination pool.
So you. what
So
you
I
think?
figure we open the doors, 2 on each side, and open it,
How big are
but
the
not
doors?
stand in direct way of anything that will
The-
shoot out.
The doors are about it's a big spider.
Oh, shit.
It's actually not.
Not that big.
Roll initiative.
They're about 10 feet wide each. So
So they will require 2 people to open them up.
yeah, I mean most of the doors thus far have been pretty hefty in this place.
So yeah, you got the right idea, or not. We'll stack up 2 on each.
Yeah.
All right.
Or even just open 1.
You 2 on one side and
already.
me and her on the other side.
Alright. So you step forward and you kind of like 1, 2, 3, and you like pull the doors open. They make a pretty loud creaking noise as they pull open, and immediately as the doors begin to separate, you can see just a beam of light kind of like shooting out from it, but just in a natural way. No
Oh.
magic beam, it's just light.
So we just got torched with a medieval
Fire
light.
in the sky!
Open the door and the light just immediately comes out, which is just, it's shocking for all of you because you've been in darkness.
Is it daylight?
No,
Does that hurt me since I have the owl goggles on? Does it do anything?
it doesn't, you can look away without getting hurt. It's just, it's immediately, you'd have to lift up.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'll put them on top.
Yeah.
He'll do this thing.
And when you turn to look in, you can see a large tomb And this is very clearly the final resting place of Diderius. There are numerous braziers throughout the room. It's about 25, 30 feet across, and 60 feet wide. Yes, they are lit with this like fire that is just continuous. So there's about 4 braziers in the room. And you can see this massive stone sarcophagus that sits atop a stepped dais at the center of the room. You see the walls are decorated with these life-sized frescoes that show the lost gods of Netheril and Anaria, which you would know just having been around for as long as you have been, that these are old gods. They are considered lost, but people still believe in them. Let's see. As you walk in, so pulling the doors open, you step inside and you just get this sense coming from all around you that while it looks very beautiful in here, it would be very disrespectful to touch anything. Just get that feeling.
Good thing
I was just thinking the same thing. That God Avanos over here, she'd stop feeling it.
Yep.
She stopped digging.
She is a boo. The Chamber of Secrets or whatever the hell it's called.
Walk in and you're
Simultaneous.
numerous and looking at each other, and there's just this understanding of like Abaddon would have been a problem in
We'd
this
be dead.
room. It is beautiful. There doesn't seem to be anything in particular that you could like just pick up, that like individual pieces of anything. It's just that like there's gold and glitter and it's just very extravagant looking, but yeah. So this is the room that you're in. And
Can we see the blood trail?
you can
Good question.
make a you see the drops kind of coming out through the doorway. You can make an investigation check.
Uh, 16.
So you are able to follow the blood trail as you step into the room. You start turning over to the right to go around the sarcophagus, and as you get closer, suddenly you're like shocked to stop because you hear this deep voice that appears to be coming from the sarcophagus right in front of you, and it's clear and deep. You're gonna have to use your imagination.
In our head or like
No, it
It's
feels
mild.
like it's coming from the coffin, and you hear it say.
I feel like you're. I know. I feel like you're gonna hear like a Morris voice.
Greetings, adventurer. Hey, you people!
This deep voice.
You approach Diderius and Rapow.
It's from Jersey.
I know what you seek.
So you hear him say, Yuan-Ti have taken the one called Varram beyond their portal in the northern wall. Be prepared, for I shall open the way to peril. You do anything?
I heard something about the northern wall.
And as you say that, you hear a little ding, 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 ding. And the wall to the north, on the other side from the doorway, begins to open and go. And this big doorway starts opening on the other side of the wall. And as you are all standing there, you see on the past this, and it's a little bit difficult to see because there's light in this room and no light in the other, and flame. You see the surprised and shocked, sort of. You can make out expressions of numerous lizard folk standing, and they just kind of all look at you like, huh? On the other side. And what are you all doing?
He said he's opening the way to peril.
That's what he said, yeah.
Just gonna put my hands up and go, we had no quarrel with you.
Guy's getting ready to fight.
Are you gonna do anything?
Not gonna do
You're
anything.
just gonna prep.
They're at
So
ready.
what does it look like? How many are there? Or...
They don't look
So-
like they're fight. They look like surprise right now.
You can see several. It's hard to differentiate exactly how many there are. What you can tell, they're lizard folk. You've seen them before. These ones look a little bit different. They look like the ones that you encountered in the desert. Not so, a little bit more bronzy colored and brownish as opposed to the ones in the mirror, like Bob and Snapjaw and all of them who are more greenish hues. And they are the things that you can immediately tell. They are scantily clad.
So it's an orgy. We just erupted with the lizard orgy.
They are standing there. They have weapons in their hands, but they also
Randy, don't.
surprised to see you. And you can't really tell in this quick moment how many exactly and what are they there for. You just see them all looking at you like.
And how far away roughly are we?
You are you're looking at about 60 or so, 60 to 70 feet.
Oh, so I couldn't throw a knife that far.
You are you're a little bit closer because you went around where following the blood trail, you noticed it was leading in the direction of that door.
A mythical flying machine.
I don't think we should harm them yet. Maybe they know something.
What do I know
Well,
what lizard
so
folk like what they value?
well, from all of you would know from your interactions with the last ones that
That's a rough orgy.
You did say they had weapons.
that all of the tribes are different. I mean, you're not really familiar with the Serpent Hills, but I mean they're intelligent enough to have conversations with and whatnot. But I'm kind of giving everybody a chance to tell me what you're doing in this moment before stuff happens. So you said you're trying to speak sense to them. Are you readying an action or are you?
No, I'm just
Okay. you just-
putting my hand on my hip, kind of don't come at me.
Zan's gonna.
But I'm also saying to them, they might know something.
They value
Okay, so
rub
try-
rubs and warm
Let's
rubs.
try not to fight them. They might know something.
Do anything to move forward, but he's gonna get into a defensive position, so he's gonna use the dodge action just in case they try to sneak attack.
Okay.
Ar's gonna do basically the same thing, except take his full movement and get up as close as he can to cut that distance. You said I was like 60 feet away.
Yeah, so you'd get about
So what do you be
like
me?
just up to the door that opened on the other side.
So
All
is he
right.
the closest one now? Like you
He
just
would be.
go-
Yeah, you ready?
no harm.
Ar's in a fucking war, man. Ar doesn't give a shit.
Well, that's what he was doing
And
in
he's
the last
gonna-
rooms.
Right.
Round three.
He's got all these things in his head with all these little
yeah.
things, this PTSD stuff. He's like a Vietnam War vet that just.
So I
You
need
know.
to put him. I need to tie him up with that
So, and I'm
fancy
also
rope.
gonna-
Put it on my belt loop.
I'm also
Yep.
gonna take the dodge,
Leash.
so I'll hide behind my
He's a
heels.
leash.
Okay. All right. So I need everybody to make a persuasion check.
Right. This one rolled good before. It's not persuasion.
I was thinking about you, don't make it.
And I'm actually gonna have it be at disadvantage.
6.
So you rush forward, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
I was gonna say we wasted that. That was we basically.
Because you ran into the. I'm like, maybe no harm.
We had that was like a basically like a if an enemy had a surprise round on us.
You see
We
them
had a
all kind
surprise.
of looking, and then you hear in Draconic. Nope, never mind. You don't hear in Draconic. You hear in a language that you do not understand. Like you see one of them yell over at another one and goes like, it's a really strange sound to you. It's like hissing and sharp tones.
So
That
hissing
are
and
not
spitting.
that are not draconic in nature. All right, so let me get you guys all moved where I need you to be on my screen.
Yeah, we should have just tried to kill him.
We're not
I
murder
think they might know
hobos.
something.
We try and get them to surrender.
We can always find more.
All right.
That's what Ark's thinking.
All right, Micaiah, what did you roll? I'm gonna say you guys are all pretty. I'll draw it in a moment when it makes sense to do that. All right. What's everybody's rolls?
9.
16 for Arik, and we just use the yeah. Well, since it's 16, you can take yours before me because your turn.
Oh yeah, how are we gonna decide tie breaks?
I'll do Dex
Okay.
breaker.
Yeah, so then I will go. Xanol's got a 16.
Okay. 16. We've got a 16 Zan and Micaiah. 4.
I love this. I always roll low.
Alright, I'm gonna remove all of these guys here. And I gotta find some good fighting music. I feel like, am I the only one who's noticing,
It's freezing a lot for me.
yeah, it's having a rough time.
It shouldn't be though, because like this extremely long cable is right to the modem.
I know.
Longer the cable, the more
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
distance.
But I mean, the quality, at least for me, did clear up. At first, it was blurry, but now it's like looks.
When it's up, it looks
like
good.
it's alright.
Is it still going or is it spinning for you now?
It was going, then it just paused again.
Sorry, everybody, we're learning, and if it doesn't work out, we'll just record and then show it later. Which is what I think is probably going to end up happening. Stream is having a rough time staying up. Oh, stream is clear on their end.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just us.
All right, I guess yeah.
Maybe we'll take it.
Just sucks for us.
Yeah.
It might be because you guys are on the Wi-Fi network versus
Oh, yeah.
hardwired in.
So, and we are all kind of sponging off of it all at once.
I took mine off just
Yeah.
to stop the
You're the only sponge.
What on? No
Alright.
one calls me a sponge. Auto comes into the brick wall.
All right, so I will draw what you see here. No, I'm gonna wait until you all get into that room. Okay, so first it is actually all the lizard folk are gonna go because they rolled really well. So we've got Arik.
We should have killed them off the bat.
You are right up front. So this one, so one of them runs up, and yeah, you can't understand a word they're saying. You just hear, which you know that. Actually, make an intelligence check for me really quick.
Yeah, as if that matters.
As one of them comes rushing up to you. Oh, fight music. You're right.
Fight music. Intelligence check.
Ooh.
I was gonna say it's 17, but I got a -1. So
It's
16. So you
that's really smart for Arik.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Yeah,
have a -1.
Good job.
you can tell that whatever it is that they are speaking is not similar to, it's not draconic. Like you also can tell as it's running forward and like it's making a lot of hissing noises and like just different noises than what you recall when when you saw Snapjaw talking to his peers and stuff like that. It's not draconic. Don't know what it is, but mystery.
In a complete, since that comes to his head, even though it's completely and utterly obvious, Eric's just gonna kind of instinctively just go, "They're not dragons," as this thing runs at him.
No, they're not dragons. They're
Quiet,
not wine.
it's not your turn.
So this is gonna run up to
Make fun of me on your own turn.
One of them comes running, dashing up in your face, and it has a short sword and is going to, actually it has a short sword in one hand and a heavy club in another, and it's going to swipe 2 times with both of them. And
Since I took the dodge action, does that give that disadvantage on
Yes.
first or both?
I think it's both. So let me just make sure it's not epic control. It's kind of like a boss fight kind of music, but that's okay. The other one would work. Okay, so we've got. I rolled a wrong die right there. That is for the short sword a fucking. That's what it is. That's what it is. That is a 1 to hit.
With disadvantage?
With advantage,
Oh,
it's a natural 20.
holy shit.
17.
Oh, okay.
So that is the sword comes slashing through the air at you, and then the heavy club is 19 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right, so the short sword does
Yeah, like I said, we should have attacked. I had the right idea.
7 points of damage against you, Art Fire Song.
Okay.
And it looks like wild-eyed as it's like standing there swiping at you, but
Is this the one of the how did you pronounce it again? It's
no,
not.
it's a lizard folk.
Okay, it's a lizard folk. It's
Lizard
not one of
folk.
the
The only-
Yanti.
Yeah, the only
Snake.
things that you see in this room are lizard folk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said there were Yan or Yuan T in here too.
So Diderius told you that the Yuan T took their.
That's where I got it from. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but the only ones that you
So
see
the
in
only
here.
lizard folk.
Yeah. Next up, another one's gonna run up.
I can run up.
Let me just
Kind
double
of run
check.
up on.
But you are in the doorway, so it gets like right up to now. 2 of them are in the doorway, and it's like
I
you
got
guys
that
are
blocked.
engaged in the doorway. That is.
One man battle of Thermopylae.
Is he?
Gets smoked.
How close am I to him?
You are
Because
about.
until he ran ahead of me, I thought I was like closer.
You are about 30 feet away.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys were kind of around the edges of the sarcophagus when the door opened.
Okay, I was gonna try to use my reaction,
Oh
but
no, I'm
That is a natural 1 and an 11 to hit for the second one. As they are just like bashing off of your shield, trying to get to you.
I'm gonna riposte on one of those.
Okay.
And I'll use one of my superiority die, and I make an attack roll, and then I had a 1d8. 18 plus a bunch. 18
Yep,
plus
that hits.
So that's 1d8. So I'm looking at this going to be 1d8 plus 8 actually, because we're missing that, and then my extra. 6 plus
No.
8.
That's 9. So you don't line.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, then I rolled the wrong one, didn't
That's a D10.
I? And that's why I just realized that. My bad. Oh, still same thing. Except this is a 6 this time, so I was right. 6 plus 6 plus 8. So it's a 14 total.
6 plus 6.
6 plus
8,
6 is
8,
12.
6.
20
Yeah.
points of damage.
Thank you. Sorry,
Yeah.
my short math is super bad. And I'm recovering. Anybody who hasn't seen me in a while, it's because I'm recovering from Lyme disease and 2 other things. So that's what I'm gonna blame all this really bad.
My short, lime, intermediate,
Yep.
all of my math is bad.
All of my
So
math
it's
is
like-
horrible. So that's what I'm blaming it on. Okay, so don't roast me too hot because I can't see the chat.
So, you do a hefty amount of damage against as it like backs up and just like swipe against the chest, but it opens up and it looks like
So
horrible.
I want to like just right across the throat.
Yeah, and it's coughing as it's standing there.
I
You
want to scream in the other one's face. Just because it's like, hey, fuck you, man.
you see another one of them like yells to one near the edge here, and you see one of them bolt in a direction off into the darkness that you cannot see. And then 3 more come up from the darkness, and they take. Let me see if they take aim. They take aim at you with their javelins, and they are going to. One of them is going to throw a javelin at you,
Got it.
and that.
They were gonna do your pacing, kind of walking back and forth because we dressed up.
That is
my
a-
turn. I don't-
A 14 to hit.
That's
The javelin, you guys in the other room see the javelin come flying out through the doorway and like hits the tomb and goes like ding ding off to the side.
Can it be like you ever see Troy?
Yes.
So you know when Achilles does that, it's over his shoulder. That's what I want.
But you have to be moving forward for that. Because as
He
he's
just jukes it.
like, as he's running forward.
See, no, he's just using the power of his awesome hips, and he's
It's all in the
He's
hips.
just like, hey, swinging that dumper around him.
So
He's happy.
the other 2 in the back there are not going to attack you at this moment. That means that we have Arik up next.
Good. The
Oh, wait, isn't it Zan? Zan has a.
Oh right. Yep,
Good
Zan
call.
up first.
I'm out here having a snack break.
Stop squat, young man.
Sit down with a mouthful of chips.
Get to your turn. It's a Smith.
There's more meat and potatoes over there. A little bit.
So I think Zan was like the furthest away. About how far away is the group of people attacking?
About 20. They're about 25 feet away.
Yeah, Zan's gonna take out his sword and he's gonna run right up next to Arik.
Okay.
So
Yes,
they're
he is.
side by side, and Zan is going to. The one that attacked him is still standing, right?
Yeah, there's 2 still standing. One is like looking kind of desperately over at the other, who's like looking down in this moment at just they're barely hanging on.
Whichever one attacked Arik and got the hit off on him, Zan
Okay.
is gonna swing his sword.
Okay.
So let's say 21 to hit.
That it's
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 14 points of damage.
okay. A slash across their chest as well.
And then Zan will attempt to kick that same.
You gonna pick up
Uh,
the crowd?
13 to hit.
That does not hit. So try to kick and it kind of dodges out of the way surprisingly quickly. I think it was probably a combination of really just shock from getting back.
Bonus action, he'll jump switch and try and kick him with the other leg. Yeah, it's even worse. It's an 11.
Yeah, sees it coming and just shifts out of the way.
Copies arsenal.
Shimmy.
Like remember those sunflowers that would, when you would talk to them, they would the little and
Right,
they
the
would wiggle.
cans.
Yeah, they would like just little wiggle.
So actually, I forgot to do this, but as you come forward, a javelin just comes shooting out from the this larger cavernous room that you notice. You're not really paying attention. It doesn't really matter in this specific moment, but you notice that it goes from being a tomb with tiling and beautiful mosaics into a rough, like natural stone or maybe like chiseled out of the wall. It's no longer beautifully adorned as you step forward. And that is a javelin that is going to come out at you. That is a 14 to hit. So another javelin just going wide. And actually there's a second one that was holding for anybody who stepped in.
That was it.
So another javelin. I lost one. That is enough.
Oh, Jesus.
So you are able to kind of dodge out of the way of this first one, and then this javelin comes immediately after and strikes you for
Zigged when you should have zagged.
12 points of piercing damage. It just
Use my reaction to deflect missile,
okay.
or negate 10 points of damage.
Getting borrowed by.
So you're able to catch it as it comes forward, and it sinks like maybe an inch into your shoulder, and you're just like cool, it's fine.
Just beat him to death with it on the next turn. Just
Oh my
take it.
god, you should. You should take it out and just stop
What do you do?
stabbing.
Leave it in and just sweep it at the end.
No, you pull it out and then you take the
Use the
blunt
other
end
end. Yeah.
and you shove it down his throat like
Use the
King
other
Kong
end.
does to like the fucking monster he's fighting.
Okay.
Some real murder hobo.
guys.
Since we walked in this room, all they want to do is murder these guys. Guys don't like.
I mean, you guys are one-shotting everything in my game on Tuesdays. Like, I think you be getting your fill of killing right now.
Actually, I think that's the first time I've ever done deflect missile with Zan. Zan.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
So that's why I was
Yeah.
making stuff like,
Yeah.
I'm getting borrow vibes.
Yeah, he's never had a.
So while we're not playing, I can actually say the names correctly.
No, we are.
You all want to keep track of your own hit points, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not marking it on here. Okay, so that is Zan's turn. It is now Arik's turn.
The one that just went after that Zan just hit. Arik's gonna make an attack.
Okay.
So we're still all right there, so I'm assuming it's like Arik and Zan, and then the other two are
Yep.
ahead of them.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and attack. It's a 19 plus a bunch. Assuming that hit.
Yep, that hits. The one directly in front of you, you said? Or the one
The
diagonal?
one that he just went.
That's the
back.
one directly in front of you.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's a 8. You want me to re-roll? It doesn't matter. It didn't land in the thing.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
As long as it's an intentional roll.
Yeah, I just happened
Yeah.
to bounce out and just click my phone. 2 plus 8, so that's 10 points again.
He doesn't roll, he's just like,
I know,
Because I can't. You hear these things? I can't
Yeah,
roll it.
like-
Something.
You're like, they're up to
Those that's 10 points.
So you, as it's kind of distracted, looking over at Zan and getting hit, you just slice it, and its head just.
So and then on the backswing for my second attack, I'm gonna go after him.
Okay.
So, just barely alive. So that's what I don't see.
do that.
5 plus what was that? And yeah, it's plus 8 or no, plus 9 because it's a plus 1 plus 9. So 5 plus 9 is 14. See, I knew that one.
There you go.
This one is
Right.
like it just kind of like shifts out of the way. You go a little bit wide as you go to again the second one, and it does not hit.
Harry, Dolch.
Ark's gonna try to bait it into. Actually, no. Ark's gonna stay right where he is.
Okay. Or not. You are up. So you are about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They're about 35 feet away from you in this moment. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go directly diagonal.
I like that. Like, you know, attack those across from us.
Yeah.
In front of us.
Oh no, they're about 30 feet. 30
Alright.
feet away.
I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself, and then I'm going to chug my last potion of healing.
Okay.
6, 7, 8 points of healing to myself. Tastes good. And then I'm going to move as far as I can, which is 25
This
feet
man looks
to the. I have taken so much fucking damage from
constantly
Tiles on the floor and a ball of bones. So I'm going to go as my 25 feet range of movement to the Zan side. So like if they're next to each other, it's what's his fuck over there, Zan, and then I'm gonna come up on the Zan side.
Sis.
Where are you?
exactly.
On the Zan,
Zan is now in the middle
Yeah.
between
Right.
Ursula and
Yeah.
but that's gonna have to be it because I can't make 30 feet. I'm gonna be like a step behind.
Yeah. No, you're like right next to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. That's where I'm gonna be at. Just
Mechanically,
my shield
you
up.
have the ability to diagonal attack the one that is just barely hanging on.
I can't attack. I already did all
Okay.
my actions.
Alright.
Because this isn't Pathfinder, we don't get 3 actions.
3 actions.
Like I've ever played Path. It's just I've been reading a lot about it.
I'm a fighter. I can get 2.
Micaiah, you are up.
Eventually, I get 3.
Finally.
You are standing about about 5 feet behind where Erdnot is.
All right. So there's one obviously that's barely hanging on. Where are the others? Are there more?
The
that I can
others
see.
you can't see from your angle, but you could tell because javelins were coming through. So you would have to kind of like go behind Zan, which would be about like 10, 15 feet
to be able to see where they
to
are.
be able to see them.
All right. So first thing she's gonna do is do that. She's
Okay.
gonna move up about that much, try to see where those guys are. Can I see them?
Yes.
Okay.
You
How
can see
far away
them.
are they?
One is about 30 feet. The others are about 35.
All right. So she's gonna take another couple of steps because I still have movement, right? 'Cause I only went like 15 feet.
Yes.
I'll take another couple of steps so she's within 30 feet of all of them.
So you kind of pushing the dying lizard folk out of the way, and step in front of Arik.
So I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip.
Okay.
So first, we'll see if this hits. Does a 17 hit?
That does hit.
Alright. So 2d6. Seven points of damage on one of the javelin guys. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
And this is a smaller creature, right?
It's medium.
All right. So as long as it's large or smaller, I can pull it 10 feet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that.
All right. So you pull this one like it comes forward 10 feet. It's only about 10 feet away from you.
I was hoping you'd be able to pull it the whole way.
I know, me too.
Hit the one that was like that. I slash its throat so you'd like smash.
I was kind of
its
hoping I
head.
could get it
That would have been bad.
close. Close.
So anything else?
Nope. She's gonna end her turn.
All right, top of the round. It is the lizard folk's turn. The one standing right in front of you, Zan, and like now in this cluster with Micaiah right there. It looks like just
Fuck.
desperate.
What I was trying to do too was trying to pull him kind of in the way too, so that the javelin guys.
No, it's not far.
I can't see.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not close enough.
There's still it's a pretty wide
Right out.
cavern, so there's plenty of space.
I was trying.
So this one that's right next to you is actually going to swipe at you, Zan, because you were the last one. It looks just kind of desperate and just like it's just trying to survive here.
I'll use my
Then why'd you pick the
reaction
fight with
so
us? I
that
mean-
it gets disadvantage on its attack.
Okay. 2 attacks against you, Zan. With disadvantage.
Fight.
The 2 on the board. And
Marco's trying to
Is it because you ran up on me?
a 15.
that stride.
Right. So it swings forward wide. It looks just, there's like blood spattering as it's going. It's just like desperately doing what it needs to get through this. And that's its turn.
Is it the one that was that the one that I had just slashed, or
Dying.
the one that she pulled closer?
The one that
You slashed. The one that was like,
the one that is closer is actually like you pulled it closer, and then once it catches its footing, it's just gonna come at you.
alright, fine. Come at me, bro. Let's go.
With a multi attack. That is a 23 to hit and a 16 to hit.
My class is 16, so it's like
So 2 hits.
Should have used my reaction on her. Is she close to me?
No, she's not close.
Oh, okay.
All right, short sword. Damage. This is
So you didn't crit on you, did you?
7.
Yeah, no.
I was lucky though. I think.
Deflect missiles, that would be big.
So 13 points. 13 points of damage, slashing, and then bludgeoning as this one comes and whacks you. Whacks you off.
Ooh, my.
Oh, this really was an orgy. This just took
Comes running.
that hip movement from Ark and all this stabbing and poking.
So you
I don't know why we're all looking, because like this
I know.
happens like all day,
I
every
know.
day. Bro, I was like,
That's the sound of
someone has a fun toy.
the lizard folk dying.
these other two are gonna throw javelins. One at you, Micaiah, and the other one at you, Zan.
always the elves. Why would I pick them?
Yikes.
Discrimination against elves.
Do we get to make like a deck save?
To be fair, I mean, it's either the elves or that giant guy.
You 13.
So
Nah.
So these javelins go. They're not very good. They're not very good at throwing these.
They're not good at fighting and they're not
They're
good
not
at
good.
living either.
Then I'm gonna have you. This is their turn. Actually, one of them kind of looks like a little bit scared and steps back. You
Yes,
notice?
a Falcone. We are in person
Yes.
in the garage.
And we're live. What's happening right now?
Not the studio, our garage.
Yes, not the studio.
Super, like, these are shower curtains.
Hey, we can be
enough.
playing in the middle of a freaking dump.
Yeah,
I don't
let
give a shit where we play, okay?
Is Zan to do?
You just love fun.
Then it is roll a roll a perception check. Just real quick.
Run
Oh,
away!
22.
Nice.
Witchcraft.
Did you ever-
Thank you.
Yeah, was that
Hey.
awful? Supposed to look into the camera when you're, you know what I mean?
Says who?
Filming things.
Yeah.
Says
Just do it.
every.
Do it.
We've been looking into
I know.
a camera for over a year.
Right.
Yeah, I know. It's weird not to.
So you're all be looking at the camera this whole time, being like thank you.
Thanks for rating us.
You notice the one that you just the one that is actually still standing. Really quickly, you notice that they have like what appears to be like a leather kind of collar around their neck, and so that's just something that you notice in this moment.
It is spiky and says daddy.
Leather daddy.
Okay.
Need something that says daddy loves leather. Like, leather daddy? Is there such a thing?
I feel like in this orgy cavern, we're gonna end up finding a box and it's gonna be the Gimp from Pulp Fiction.
We're gonna find a box and it's gonna start vibrating.
The top drawer. Just...
Can I investigate this box? Remember that Ben found the tongue?
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, let's not.
We told them.
We're on stream.
The story.
On stream?
I think so.
Hey, kids find stuff, man. You can't help it.
To derail.
Hey, it's in one room. Imagine that.
Yeah.
People still had kids, so just saying. There was some stuff going on with children
Just
right
like
there.
with these lizard folk. So what's Zan doing?
Is it Zan's turn?
Yes.
Okay. Zan, seeing the caller, he's going to make the connection that he believes that these are most likely slaves. So Zan is going to try and catch the eye with the one in front of him, see that it has the collar on. He's going to sheath his sword, put up his hands,
show the scars on his wrists and points to the collar. And even though he knows they don't understand, he's going to say, "We mean you no harm, everyone. Everyone."
We need no harm after we just slapped all that.
Is this? Are you saying this is the one that's like got a slit open like chest?
It's yeah.
It's
the dying one.
They jumped the gun. They don't speak our language.
Hey, I walked in with my arms up,
And-
weaponless. I mean,
This
that's
guy-
a pretty like.
Guy were running that.
Right, I'm like, it's okay. He's like, I'm coming to kill you.
Still convinced I made the right call.
I am going to say that you're gonna have to make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Am I next to him?
Coming for you.
Far next to him.
Can I put my hand on him and just give him guidance?
Is it, no.
No.
We're in initiative.
It's happening too
Yeah,
fast.
You can't do that like
You're
as a
engaged
reaction.
with the
right?
one that's like right
Can
now.
you, can you do it as a reaction?
It's okay. It doesn't help to it doesn't hurt to ask. Worst you can say is no.
13. So you say this and there's a moment of hesitation on that one's face, like in their reaction. Is that your turn?
Yeah, Zan isn't going to do anything else. He has put his sword away. He still has his hands up.
Alright, Arik, you are up.
So that was with the one that was just in front of us, correct?
Yeah, so you, the way that it is right now, Zan's right next to you to your right, Micaiah's in front of you, like diagonal in between is this one that's looking desperate, the other one's dead underneath Micaiah's legs, and in front of Micaiah is the one that she's engaged with. And then out into the cavern further on are two more.
Okay. Can I reach where not just Micaiah, but past her to the one that she has thorn whipped?
You could finagle away using your movement to get on the other side of her.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to try to. I was gonna say shield shove the thing.
Okay.
Does she have her? Is a thorn whip? It's like an actual thing.
They're not, are they grappled?
They're not grappled.
It was just a one time, like,
I don't know if it says one sit in this one.
if it doesn't specify that
Doesn't
they're
specify.
grappled, then basically like you grabbed him, pulled him,
Pulled him
forward,
and then it went
un-
away. That's what I was assuming because it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'd be that powerful to.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll try. I'm gonna try to shove him to the ground.
Okay.
So what is that? Strength. I think it's strength versus his strength and his stick. Take a step.
Yeah, your athletics versus their athletics or acrobatics.
What I'm trying to do is knock him on the ground, just so he's not a threat anymore, and then
Okay.
So it's come on, baby. 17 plus 7.
Yeah.
They rolled a 5.
Nice.
I would say.
Yeah.
Does he explode? He shoves him.
I'm just like,
Is this
in the
Jesus?
arm?
And he just like him, like points.
like an animal that is smacked in the stomach. I'm trying to shove him to the ground.
To the ground, not pushing away.
Right, and I'm gonna lay my sword
You
at it,
shoved him
not into the ground.
to the ground. I think.
I'm gonna lay the point of my sword at its throat and just tell it, don't move.
Okay.
I know it doesn't understand what I'm saying. I'm hoping that the tone of my voice gets through. Because I noticed what Zan was doing. As much as Arik wanted to punch the head off of the one that he almost killed, that I almost killed. That's literally what I wanted to do. I wanted Mortal Kombat uppercut its head off.
Well, the poor thing down now.
So,
Or not. You are up.
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on one of the ones further back that have been poorly hucking the javelins, so that they can huck them even more poorly at this point. Your man is a cheap handbag.
It's a vicious mocker.
They have to do a wisdom save. Yeah, insults. This is the bard cantrip.
That's hilarious.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, a wisdom save of 13.
I'm gonna be a bard one time. And I'm gonna
They don't need to understand my language. They just need to
take
hear me.
your insult.
Motherfucker! Every time I've used this, it has failed.
Because they should still take damage if it is.
Wisdom saving throw. They take psychic damage and have
Is it-
it's a cantrip. So they
Oh,
take
yeah.
psychic damage and then have, and I don't care about the psychic damage. It's disadvantage on their next attack roll, which is why I'm casting it because they've been throwing them shitty. I'm trying to do something non-violent, so if they get a headache, that's fine. But then they also it's like,
So you start yelling things
They're
out
getting
and
really sad about themselves.
Slytherin folk, and it's like
Depressed lizards.
it just looks confused. It's just like there's a combination of like terror, confusion, panic
Depressed
on its face. It's just like
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, well, that's all I'm gonna do if we're being non-violent at the moment.
well, this is all happening at the same time. So
Yeah, no, you don't necessarily know.
No, he said
Micaiah, you are up.
something.
You said something?
You did hear Zan talking to. Yeah. Like,
I was right next to him.
right. I just mean you.
Could
Oh,
I?
you are going to
So yeah, so I need to know. Could I tell what he was doing realistically? Could I know to stop attacking?
You would know, like if you hear him, you see his hands up
I
and
saw him
everything.
do
Yeah,
that.
you can. He's right next to you.
Okay.
So yeah.
Sorry, it's hard for me to become a visual person. So
Yeah,
I can't
I'm
see
gonna
it. I'm like,
draw
"Ah."
out the actual tavern.
All right. So you already have that on the ground.
Yeah, there's one lying on the ground right in front of you with the. You don't know if they're gonna stay there, but they are.
Alright, so-
you know.
Oh, that next one's through.
I'm gonna reach inside. Where's the rope?
It would probably be hanging off my.
I'm gonna grab his rope right off his side, and I attempt to tie this person up. Lizard person.
You would have to grapple first.
Can I attempt to grapple this
Yes, you can.
person?
So roll athletics.
Do they have disadvantage on it since they're already on the ground? Since they're prone?
It's
I don't know how grappling works when someone's on the ground already. Usually you grapple to
good
get them on the
athletics.
ground. You know?
I don't know.
That's a 20.
Nice.
Not a natural 20. I have plus 5.
Unnatural.
Dirty 20.
30.
I want to make a drink. Like this guy, if one doesn't exist, like we have to make one called a dirty 20.
I just heard the term unnatural 20.
We can make a drink of that
It's
too.
like band names. That's what this is.
Like, I see an unnatural 20 as like green, and then like a dirty 20 is like something with brown. It's like involves like it's some sort of whiskey based drink.
But it would have to have something like gross, like it would.
Bitter or
Like,
something?
no, I was gonna say like rim. You had to put like cinnamon or something, so it's kind of like dirty.
Cinnamon whiskey.
That would actually be
Or
good.
brown sugar, maybe.
I think that.
I think brown sugar would go
Yeah,
better with whiskey. Yeah.
that's why. It's,
2 8s, so it doesn't even matter if there's this
Yeah.
amount. So you are able to grapple it. You cannot tie it up at the same time, but just have it like grappled down on the ground.
so for future reference, if something's on the ground, it does have disadvantage on.
I would say so. Like
Makes
in
sense.
just
It
in
makes sense.
Because if you're trying to grapple somebody
The chat
up,
probably-
it's gonna be a lot easier than someone who's already on
Yeah, the chat's probably
choked him, and I
that-
jumped on top.
that's what the
basically.
goal is. The chat's probably screaming at us.
nothing. They might not be paying attention. Don't pay enough attention.
A lot of people are just lurking. Got good viewership, but you're just chilling.
They're all awesome. They're all awesome people.
Yeah,
They're just
kidding.
letting us play.
yeah, it's fine.
Let's see here. So actually, do I have the Schwab? That's
And I'm just gonna say, I got him. Somebody tie him up.
So do you have the rope? Did you take that as part of your thing, or
No, I guess not, because I had to
no,
grapple
it would
first.
be an action to
To-
interrupt.
to us,
So yeah, the grappling.
So I just jumped. I just basically saw what was happening.
I gotta move his sword
Guy.
real quick too. That had my sword.
Don't kill them, they're slaves. Tie them up.
It's better than dying.
All right, it is their turn.
Well, like I said in the beginning, they might know something.
So
And
this
they wanted to attack us.
this one here is actually now Zan, you noticed hesitation on their face as you said this, and they kind of looked to run, but then Arik came around to the other side, or not, like it's now boxed in. in a way that is, and it just kind of looks at you and he's like, and he's gonna attack.
I will once again impose disadvantage.
It is gonna do its 2 attacks, one with a short sword and the other with
This one would
a
just be like,
I know. No.
okay, so that was the first one was a short sword because you did disadvantage. And that's a 2. So both of them again, it's like desperately swinging at you.
Cat says a dirty 30 with rum and dirty 20 with whiskey.
Okay.
I like
there
it.
you go.
it's
Well, when you
music
get
will
older-
bleed off
Whiskey
like-
maple.
I think it's so-
Wait,
This-
for those that don't.
This one is going to, the one that's grappled by you,
It's a main
Messiah,
one.
is going to try to attack you. It's just like,
I like how we're all just like, help us, help you.
Exactly. Stop
It's like,
attacking us.
no.
that is a 9 and a 15. So,
They have disadvantage.
yeah, they're,
I just have, even though I do it, I have a hard time remembering all the grapple rules for some reason.
well, they wouldn't have, would they have disadvantage with the grapple? It's, their disadvantage is due to them being on the ground with you, trying to like, you know.
Oh, you don't have disadvantage with the grapple? Or is that on? It's
You can't move.
Only
You
if
can't move.
Yeah,
That's what. See,
if you're restrained.
that's why you're gonna be here.
So,
I want you to make the game happen, but to keep me on my path of constant freedom.
this other one, so 2 of them end up like yelling. One of them is like yelling at the other, it's like, Scott! Ah! And this one runs forward at you,
That chainsaw's the problem.
Alright, and it's going to swing at you. Should be close now.
If we close that, we're gonna lose light. Can anybody hear the chainsaw from the neighbor or the weed whacker? It'll be done in like 5 minutes. Like, there's gonna be weeds over there. That's a dude who cuts the
So is
grass.
this guy throwing javelins over at me? Is that what you said?
No, this one is rushed up and is going to attack. It was a 19 to hit,
Miss.
and another 19 to... Wait, why did I go twice? I don't know. Either way, they were both well below 20. And then this other one... What's the sub noise?
Oh, another subscriber.
It's gonna
Thank
be
you.
like...
Thank you.
That's Robbie.
Thanks, Robbie.
Or...
All right, it is. Like, I get so confused because like people's names on Discord are not the same on
Yeah.
Twitch. They can't hear the thing across the screen, so we're good.
So then Zan, nope, Arik again. There's a javelin comes flying out, a 2. Hit it. So this one runs as well. You see it disappear down.
Away.
All right, so I am going to draw this out now because you're getting further in.
Yay.
Okay. So we're gonna go with north is this way. And you all are coming in 1, 2, 3, 4, and it kind of goes like this from what you can see. Oh, sorry. There you go. And we've got Arik here. We have, sorry, I'm gonna write on you. Let me just double check. I'm gonna point at where you guys are. Okay. So we have Arik is actually right here. Zan is right there.
That was super awkward.
Ernot's right there.
I'm back there doing my thing, and somebody on a golf cart.
Oh,
I just wanted to be like,
Behind you.
Where were you going? Were you in the corner where people where there's like plenty of cover?
behind the behind his head.
all right. And
So do we have a camera that can see that or no?
No.
Well, you had the foundry up, right?
Oh, they can't see the boundary.
Oh,
So I don't have things for these, but there's one right here, one right here, and one right here, and another one just disappeared. So wherever their feet are, that's where they are. Okay.
is that one the dead one, or is
No,
the dead one
all
not?
3 of those are alive. The dead one is underneath Micaiah.
That's the one that Zan was trying to reason with. That's the one that just ran.
Okay,
This is the one that Mickey
The one-
has on the ground.
and this one just ran up to me and missed.
All right, now it is Zan's turn.
Zan is going to again attempt to reason with this lizard folk. He's going to try and speak in every language he can think of as quickly as he can. He's going to try Draconic, Giant, Sylvan, Elvish. I think that's all the languages he knows.
Okay.
And he's not attacking or anything. He's keeping his hands up.
Roll persuasion again, but this time just a straight roll.
That's a 22.
Nice. Sorry,
Um,
DC was 27.
You
Right.
fail.
So you go through all of these languages that you know, and at one point when you're speaking Draconic and you say the word, you see like a little like oh shit, speaks my language, but that you'll find out what happens.
I know what happens.
I picture that scene in The Mummy when like the dude he's like he's speaking like all the languages going through like Hebrew, Jewish, and then he's like, oh, the language of the slaves.
All right, anything else?
That's all.
All right, Arik, you have your sword at the ready. Micaiah's holding on to this one that's like trying to hit her with the sword and blunt instrument. What do you do?
And I have the other one on the other side of me that
The other
just
one is
trying to hit me. I'm
yeah.
gonna try to shove him to the ground. So screw it. Everybody goes on the ground. Arik gets around. So it'll be my athletics versus.
Yep.
Let's go. Oh, that's not good at all. That's 5 plus 7. What's that? 12, 13,
5 plus 7.
12. Is it 12?
Well, they have +2 and they rolled a 10, so 12 and 12. So nothing
Nothing at all.
They remain.
It's a clash.
Yeah, it's a clash. You like hit each other. This one is like like in your face. Anything else?
No, that was my action. Well, for bonus action, I guess I'll use my my second wind, which is a healing thing. 1d10 plus 8.
All right. Or not.
All right.
Is that it? Sorry, were you gonna move or anything else?
No, I mean, if we're locked like together or something like that, then I'm looking at this thing. It's looking at me. It's hissing at me. I'm assuming I'm screaming at it. It's well, he's trying to communicate also, and you're wrestling one.
So this is the one that Zan is interacting with. I'm
Yes,
assuming.
it's almost dead.
This is the one that's this one's prone on the ground.
No, that one he tried to. They're locked together. The other one is prone on the ground.
This one's prone and grappled.
Yes.
This one, they're
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm just as backup. I'm going to hold my action, and that's it. I'm just
What's your action? What are you holding?
I'm going to shove. I'm going to hold shove. So if it attacks Zan again, I'm going to shove it
Okay.
away from him.
Okay.
I'm trying to be non-violent.
That's my whole thing. That's the only reason why I didn't actually hit this thing. So I didn't murder. I think.
What the hell was that?
Sound like someone's
Oh,
coming
there's
in.
someone entering the shop.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's literally what it sounded like.
Okay, anything else?
That is it.
All right, Micaiah. You have this thing grappled. It is desperately trying to smash you in the face with the club.
Am I able to reach the rope on the back of him?
If you let go, you will not be able to hold on to this thing. Like, tying up this creature is going to be a two-person at least job, just like with Abaddon.
I'm gonna keep holding.
Okay, not doing anything.
Nope. I'm just gonna keep.
All right.
Hold on. I'm waiting for somebody. I'm just gonna yell out, "Somebody tie this thing up!" What are y'all doing? Get this expensive rope and tie this thing up.
A bit occupied trying to reason with this one, Micaiah. Perhaps Erdnot or Arik can be of assistance.
A little busy as I got this thing gnashing its teeth in my
Got
face.
such a bleeding hearts over here.
Thanks, Sam.
All right, we got.
Trying to get us to be all peace. Trying to be all PC.
Please.
You guys don't have to follow Zan, so you guys can kill
Yes, you do.
anyone
Yes,
you
you understand. Micaiah follows Zane.
Oh, this thing doesn't run away.
Zane is Micaiah's president. You don't
So
get it.
the one that you're communicating with, Zan, you see it kind of like it's looking past you in a moment and looking at the lights, and you can kind of see this struggle going on.
Money attack.
A Lenny attack. You see this struggle happening in its own brain of like it doesn't know what to do. So
How do we show them we mean peace?
Oh, it's gonna be hard to
After we hear it.
walk
So-
through that body.
you see it just kind of like that, and it's gonna run past you, Zan, diagonally out. It runs past you, and it looks like it's making a break for it out the way that you came from. So it just breaks. So you're gonna take an opportunity attack. I mean, it's like,
Does that mean it's running between us?
nope, it's right here. It's gonna run diagonal out.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
Oh, I
it's
didn't
gonna
see.
break from you, break from Zan, and you just see it run around, like it kind of like leaps over the sarcophagus in the room and takes off.
Because if I get an opportunity attack, I'm gonna trip.
You do get an opportunity.
Oh, okay.
You're engaged with it because it's right in the middle. There.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Zan is just going to like a bat it away.
Are you gonna trip?
Let it run.
I'm gonna use the shove
Well-
action.
Oh yeah,
'Cause-
you had that help.
Yeah, I had my
I
I
know
know it's for
you,
attack.
you said you were gonna attack it.
right. So can I not use
You
my?
can only use it for the trigger. So you said you were holding your shove if it attacked somebody.
So all right. So I would. So I can't do anything.
No, it's not.
Do I have an attack?
No, you have. No, well,
He has an
You
opportunity
can-
attack. Can you use it to shove instead of attack?
because
do
you
have a
were
reaction.
holding your reaction to be the option.
Right when you hold your
Yeah,
action,
Yeah,
becomes a
I
reaction.
forgot.
Technically, this is also the top of the round, though, too.
I mean, whatever. I'll go. I just
Um,
figure I'll just put my foot
oh,
out. It's just like.
To take an opportunity attack. It has to be a melee attack, though. It's
Oh, it has to be a
it's what an
melee?
Opportunity attack is.
Well, you can try not to
Non-lethal.
kill it.
How do you?
Non-lethal.
You can tell her you want to. You can
Laugh.
try at least and tell her you want to aim for certain.
I was gonna say, like even my unarmed strike is a +8. So,
All right, I'm gonna say it just runs because
Well,
you
I get an opportunity attack.
you do.
Zarek would take it.
Okay.
If you know what I mean, if this thing's getting away, Zarek's gonna take the opportunity attack. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe it hits, maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
So then you get this moment of
Probably not, because that was only a 7.
Yeah, but you have like 8. It was 8.
this moment of like kind of relief as it starts booking, like it gives you a side glance as it runs past.
7 plus 9.
It's
16.
That hits.
So I just spin away and just cut this thing in half. But that's the one that I originally killed. I want to follow the same line of where I slept. I want to slash that thing cleanly in half.
So
Or
it
Zan.
starts running past Zan, and you see Arik's blade just slices through its back, and it goes, "Ah," and it falls forward.
Well, I mean, the poor thing was half dead. It wasn't.
they
into.
could have given us information. Zan doesn't like people in bondage. I yeah.
Have Zan
Dwarves
roll
don't
for
like slavers.
Just
All right. Next, we have this one that's grappled by you, Micaiah, is going to again attempt to hit you 2 times. Nope. It's bashing its heavy club against the wall and missing your head by quite a bit.
Stop
actually.
resisting! I'm not trying to kill you! Stop it!
As it's like in your face and it just like
What's it?
So much spittle, I can't wait to put a muzzle on you.
Wear your mask.
God, that's an engage with you. Take 2 attacks. That's a 24 to hit with no sorry, 22 to 3 to hit with its sword.
Yep.
Which is? Well, they have to get a 20. You said to hit.
I think this is.
Did you get a 20?
I have a magic shield.
It's a heavy armor and magic.
This is
And I'll get
face.
just rolling his hand where
Okay, it's the same thing. 7
Yeah,
points of piercing damage as it slices at you. All right. Next up is Zan.
He's gonna go like this with the blood.
Hey, does one even keep on living?
I thought he was just gonna he puts his hand in the pool of blood. Just goes like this. Starts just going.
Oh, sorry. And as this occurs, I'm gonna roll.
Oh, sorry, first so you
As I start, I almost forgot. Money attack.
Oh, so that linear attack would have killed that thing anyways.
The one that is on the ground with you, Micaiah, you kind of feel almost like a glitch in your nature connection, and with your call lightning or whatever, you feel this like electricity pulse through your arms as you're holding on, just like stop fighting, and it goes like, and
Don't taste me, bro.
you feel this electrical damage,
Stop resisting.
and it screams out in pain.
I found this baggie on this one.
And you just see like little sparks from your hands as you're holding on. It's like go into its face in a moment. You're like, oh shit, I didn't mean to. Zan,
Oops.
sorry.
Holding it looped.
Can,
Sorry.
can I see further into this opening? Are there any other lizard folks?
There is no one else that you can see. It gets hard to see around the corner there at the edge.
Weren't there 2 other back here shittily throwing javelins?
There were.
So they ran off?
Yeah, you saw shapes running. Some of them, one ran forward to engage with Arik, and then another one kind of disappeared from your view.
Zan is going to move up. Would it be possible for Zan to kind of like leapfrog Arik into the open space
Yeah, you
between
can
these two?
No, you cannot. Oh yeah, no, you can. You
Because
can move
I
through
can
your-
go to his space
yeah,
and
you can
diagonal.
move through your friend.
Plus, you've jumped off my shield in training so much.
Just
Oh,
the-
one time I did it in his dream, he fell.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, when you go to run in your dream, it's like the same.
Yeah.
He's running through concrete instead.
Remember that? It feels like,
Like
red.
that scene, like that scene in Nightmare on Elm Street where
Yeah.
it's like the stairs are made out of marshmallows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Zan is just going to come up here, and he's going to shout in. I believe you said draconic. Kind of got a reaction
Yep.
from them. He's going to say, "Stop fighting! We do not mean to kill you. But if you continue to fight, we will kill you."
Why is nobody
Yeah,
telling
that's
this guy
like some iron.
The only one who understands Micaiah, you're on the ground, and you can hear Zan like yelling in Draconic because you're the only other person.
Stop making me kill you.
And just when he says that, he's just gonna tempt the water and walk past them out into the open and see if they swipe at him.
So the one that is, oh yeah, they.
I knew that, but Zan, you know, he's trying to stop people from dying.
So there is an 8 for the one that's on the ground. Just like swipes forward with the
And
sword,
just like lifts his foot up.
and oops, this is just a regular. That is a 23 from the one standing in front of Arik with his sword.
That hits.
5 points of slashing damage as you disengage and walk forward. Not formally disengage, but move out of its way. Looking down.
Then as my bonus action,
So that was like a.
I
That lizard folk screaming on the ground as you're trying to headbutt it to death.
What's happening?
Andrew's loud ass bird.
Right? The heck? That's a mad bird.
It's like, you guys are in my game room. Alright.
Yeah.
I thought you were getting up to go chase.
as a bonus
Get out of
action,
here. Get out of here.
Stan will take out his last common potion of healing.
Okay. Mhm. These are stairs.
You don't like boats. You always seem to be always rigged.
As you look down, you can't really see too much, but you can see that you can see that this widens up into a much larger
Wide, like, connection.
yeah, that's all that you can see. And you can sort of see
Do the stairs go up or
You
down?
can
they go
buggy,
down.
They go down.
'cause I can put on like a mosquito
Yeah,
shield.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. I was starting to get guys come and get
Don't understand how I have been bit so far. Usually in the
They
first
come
one.
after me.
So you look out and you can see actually on the other side, because you have this very, very like dark vision. That's kind of crazy, right? 120 feet.
No,
Also one of those
I
things you
only
put
have
in the-
60.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's what you can see.
No.
Or not's the one with the crazy.
Oh, I
dark
think
vision.
that's okay.
Mosquito repellent.
Okay.
Well, I think it's going. That there
That's so cool.
makes a 15-foot cone.
Oh,
Circle.
nice, it's like a spell.
Yeah, it's like a
Yes.
D&D
15-foot
spell.
15
uh, circle of
Area of effect.
anti-mosquito-ness.
Okay.
Make sure good light.
So that's what you can see. You see that like there's a set of it dips down, and you can tell that there are stairs, and then it
Yep, now it's on.
like expands out, but you can't see. It's all dark from there. Anything else?
That's all. He's quite upset that he can't get people to stop fighting.
All right, you're up.
He's gonna just stack these things.
Okay.
It's he's gonna attack.
Okay.
8 plus
Which one? The one
the
standing.
one that's right in front.
Okay.
8 plus 9.
That hits.
Kind of dark. Looking for it after.
2 plus 8, so that's 10.
10 points of damage against the one right in front of it. Gotcha.
Then I'll do it again. So that's 4 plus.
At least we're all not.
Yes, you all are.
What's this kid?
And then as my. I'm sorry, what were you going to
You're
say?
good.
Since I attacked.
Kill away.
He's just the worst.
No, I'm not going to kill it. Not yet. Not right
No,
now.
you already keep multiple souls on your belt, and you think you're not a
They're not on my belt anymore. I left them in the mansion that we got with a little mansion. They're on my trophies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, trophies. Okay, not a murder. Oh, yeah.
Just like Bundy and Dahmer, your trophy.
Which Bundy? I don't remember children reference. Alright, I'll shove it. I can take a bonus action to shove a creature within 5 feet.
Okay.
So,
Are you shoving it to the ground or 10 feet out of your way?
to the ground.
Okay.
So again, it's just that athletics versus. That is a 6 plus 7.
Is that 13?
It's...
Well, 13. 11 plus 2.
God
7. You go to push it again and it's like... Right in your
Alright,
face.
alright, next time this thing, I'm gonna look Zan in the face and kill this thing next time. This thing's making me mad.
Anything else?
I almost want to action surge just to kill this little thing, but no, I'm all set. I'm good.
Okay. Or not.
How dead is the one that tried running away?
Very.
Okay. I was gonna bring it back to life, but if it's
Work.
with spare the dying.
I claimed I couldn't.
Yeah.
As much as that would be like beneficial,
It only had 2 hit points, and I don't know how many hit points of damage you did, but
way more than that.
That's why I asked how dead it
Yeah.
was.
it's cut in.
I thought it'd be a show of good faith. It's like, look,
Which
I can undead you.
yeah, which piece?
It's the top piece, so it's like
Well, they're lizard people. Maybe they'll both regenerate into just new people.
just 2 little short legs up.
Like Deadpool, you know?
It's true. Like little sprouts.
Is she still grappling with this guy?
Yes.
All right, I'll go tie him up.
So, make a.
Let's go purple. Let's go purple.
Purple? That's not a good noise for a
I'm trying to figure it out exactly how this works because this thing is going to be fighting you. It's grappled, so it can't move, but it can still move. So I'm going to go with your.
Wouldn't it matter how hard I'm holding it to see how much it's
Maybe you have to tie you both up together.
Well,
As one.
like how well I'm
yeah, it's
grappling?
going to be struggling, and I can't remember what I
Is
did
there a
that
way to
first
roll
time.
for that?
So we'll
Like
do
how well
another
I'm-
grapple check to have you do this. So it's going to be your
So-
strength.
I have to try to tie it up, even though she's grappling it. I have to
It's still
grapple it.
moving. No, you don't have to grapple it. We're going to do a grapple like check. So you'll
Oh.
just do your athletics versus its strength or athletics.
Oh, man.
I think it's athletics or
Ugh.
or acrobatics.
They're both so athletics is the +5, so it's 6.
Oh shit!
That's what I was
Oh man, no! You played opposite that so well, though. You just said that.
Yeah, +5.
4 plus 5?
Yeah.
Is 9.
Oh wow.
6.
I thought you were. I thought one.
It's 9. Where am I at?
With the number.
I never claimed to have some sort of disease to be bad at math. I just straight up told you I was bad at math.
Alright, what would they roll? A million?
They rolled a 14.
God damn it.
So they just like
Betty Hill.
kick you out of the way and push and like
Mikey,
fighting and you're not able.
this thing will not go down without a fight.
Danger! Danger! Danger!
Can they not see that we're some of us, all of us except for one, are trying not to kill them?
I tried twice not to kill these things. Seriously. It's not
So
my
I mean, well, I guess we could talk about it after, but so
That was my move, my bonus action I haven't done, and I'm just gonna yell at it. We're not trying to kill you! I'm just pointing angrily and yelling in a language I can't understand.
all right. So it is now Lakai's turn. Doing Lakai.
Now, because he tried to tie the creature up, is the rope somewhat still around the creature? I would assume it would be.
No,
No? It just never even got around it?
he will roll way too low compared to its roll.
I mean, I'm not gonna let it go, so.
okay.
Can she hit it while it's?
Mhm.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just curious.
Not. Well, you just. So.
No.
I-
I can't. I can't remember.
just thinking-
exactly you
Like, knock it out.
You do melee, you can specify non-lethal, so that if it does hit 0, you won't die. It's
But I didn't know that. And
I wasn't
that,
even
I feel like
influencing Like I said, I
I
can't.
mean, you would.
It's
know.
like you trying to like knock them.
Alright,
If you
I'm gonna
want,
punch it in the face.
I'm sorry.
I
Stop struggling!
Give me that short elbow.
I think I actually have.
Is there a way to knock it out?
It's like.
Or like try to knock it out?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
And-
she would know how to do that.
Yeah. You guys can try. I have.
Or
about-
Does that
like
just
maybe like
change
a sleeper
the-
hole type thing.
Is AC of the creature?
What I have in place is a percentage chance.
Oh,
Okay.
Where like if you I just have to find it, but if you try to damn it. It's like if you try to do a non-lethal attack and it's melee, then there's like a 25% chance that it doesn't work and it ends up being lethal. If you try with a spell, it's like a 75% chance that it
That
doesn't.
makes sense.
And with ranged, it's a 50-50.
so would we roll that, or do we roll
I
it like
would-
a D4 or something?
No, it's a D1. So first roll attack.
It's 15 plus, I forget. What is it above that?
15 hits.
Okay, yeah. So,
Unarmed is your
Or
efficiency and then your strength.
Oh, no, 15 hits.
It'll be like the last thing.
plus 5. So, yeah, it's 20.
Yep, that hits.
Alright.
The damage you do is 1 plus your strength modifier.
So 6, right?
I'll have you roll it. So you're gonna roll a D100 to find out if it is. I mean, if it is non-lethal or not.
Oh.
I'm just gonna try to find.
You said your strength was 5.
2.
No, or not strength is 5.
Oh, is your strength modifier?
Yeah,
Oh,
Mine
it's your
plus-
So
some reason I
you
was
get
thinking
3
I was
damage.
thinking-
So you do 1 more than strength.
I was
3
thinking
damage.
athletics is what I was
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Dizane, and I believe that
It's not knocked out yet, so you just punch it in the side of the head there as you like let go for a split second to do a quick jab in the side of the head. Anything else?
Give it an old school like ground and pound. Boss root in this thing.
This battle's going on like super long.
Yeah.
Like we're trying not to kill them when like we clearly could have cut
We
through
could
them.
have blasted through these guys.
I believe strongly that they might know something.
All right.
She
End
wants
of
to
your
keep
turn?
This guy alive. She noticed that they made a recognition. Oh, did she notice they made recognition with Draconic?
She would have been on the ground. What's your passive?
It's not a
12. I'm gonna say make a. No, you wouldn't have noticed. Not with everything
Never
that's
mind.
going on. Yeah.
I was just gonna say something.
You noticed when Zan was talking to them, like, but you weren't speaking Draconic at that moment. So until this time.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like
I've been next to Zan this whole time, so like I didn't understand what he was saying, but like I got the
So then she's
gestures,
just
which
gonna-
is why I'm like,
She's just gonna say to everybody else, like, we need to keep this one. Somebody help me.
Now.
this one's like they're playing charades.
Hey man, if they can do like 30 points of damage to me,
I get you playing character.
As you
Alright.
Well, for him.
It's what the same.
Kaya's gonna keep on. It's actually gonna try to break. So
Right.
at this point, that's a 10. Roll against your athletics or acrobatics.
My athletics are helping.
I think it's like plus
Million.
Probably plus 5 again. So.
It's fine.
Oh. Oh. All right, you know what? No more rolling in these things.
Okay. It
Put those away.
breaks.
Roll on the table, so we get a proper jumpity clack.
And it's gonna use half its movement to stand up, so it's no longer prone. And it's just going to be there because that's what its action is to do that. So
It's gonna get killed now.
it's just like hissing at you and like it's kind of yelling in your direction in that language. The next one that's right there in front of you, Arik, looks over at the one that just stood up. They kind of make eye contact really quickly, and it's going to attempt. The big one is the bludgeoning, and this one is the piercing.
Who's it attacking?
Arik.
Oh.
That's an
I'm sorry. Am I right here since I tried to tie him up?
Oh yeah, you move forward.
Yes, you
Okay.
You squeeze.
So that was an 18.
This.
It's gonna stay there. And then up from below Zan, you see like heads bobbing, and you see 3 more come running up from the stairs. And they are not close enough.
Would we hear that coming up those stone? I'm assuming, and the stairs stone since it's what? Is it a cavern?
Yeah, they're stone stairs.
Would we hear that coming?
You don't see anything at the moment,
But-
and you
but
don't
we
hear
don't hear it?
anything. Well, we'll see.
The-
You have to make a.
These ones also have the collars on.
They all look exactly the same, and they are all 3 of them going to chuck their javelins at you. 20, 16, 8. 20 to hit.
20.
All right, and that is
We're being way too nice to these things.
clearly. So they're at the very top of the stairs here. So javelin. So that's 2 plus 2. So 4 points of piercing damage as the javelin.
Use my reaction to deflect missile. So that's, you said how many?
4 points.
So it was 4 points.
4
so
total.
total Zan stopped it for that plus my dex plus my monk level, so 6, 4, so 10. So Zan catches it.
Okay. You are able to catch it this time. It's actually right past your head as you grab onto it.
Zan just gonna.
And then Zan goes Super Saiyan.
Next is Zan. It's your turn.
Zan will once again try speaking Draconic. He's going to take the javelin, drop it, say, "Stand down. We are not trying to kill anyone. We were attacked first."
Okay.
And then he'll just stand there with his arms open.
Make one more persuasion check.
Oh, man.
I'm actually gonna say I am gonna say it's advantage because you're using Draconic and these ones didn't see any carnage yet.
21.
Okay, finally.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna keep the red dice. The red dice is high.
Yeah, you need to retire the bad ones.
So it is now Arik's turn.
We are not your enemy. Yeah.
Would I see just past him what Zan just did? I'm assuming since it's I'm facing my little guy's facing this way.
Roll a perception check. Because you're looking through Erdnot,
Come on,
through
man.
this guy.
Come on,
I'm not
man.
going to make it be your action. I just want to see what you...
I was gonna say, screw that. I don't want to make that my action.
No, it's not your action. I want
16. Just a straight 16.
I'm going to say, yes, you saw that. With combination of what your passive perception is, and taking into consideration what you rolled, then yes, you will have seen Zan yell out again in Draconic, because you can't see anything. You saw javelins go flying, and Zan caught one and dropped it, and then he yelled out again.
Arik is gonna hold his action for when this thing tries to attack. If this one right here
Yep.
attacks any of us.
Yep.
Any of us, as in the party, I have to be very specific because I've been caught with that before. Then Arik's gonna cut this thing down.
Okay.
And he's gonna yell over its shoulder, "They're not fucking stopping, Zan!"
Okay.
He's
Erdnot.
putting a lot of trust in Zan right now.
That's true.
Did I see what Zan's doing?
Again,
I'm going to have you roll
I'm
as
nervous.
well. You're equal to
What?
Arik. So let's see what...
Okay.
18 plus.
Yeah. You're able to also hear Zan and see the javelins come flying.
Okay, I'm going to Eldritch Blast, but purposely miss them. Like, I'm going to shoot, like, at the square in front of their feet.
Okay.
Like, I can hit you from over here, but I'm showing you that I'm not going to. So I'm just
Roll
gonna.
a d20. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're good.
Oh, okay. 17.
Okay. So hit exactly.
I literally, my heart.
There's a 1 in 20 chance that this is gonna roll over.
5% chance that this is gonna go bad.
So you're able to slam the ground with the force magic right in front of them. Anything else?
I just yell stop in common and just like hold my hammer up, but like and like sling my shield behind me and just shoot and hold my hammer up and yell stop so that they kind of like understand this gesture.
Right, Micaiah. You are squaring off with this one that is like looking and barking orders to another one here.
Did Micaiah see Zan?
She let me see. I'm gonna have you roll a perception 2.
Well,
What was it?
12.
Yes. You are able to see what just occurred with Zan. You see the javelins go flying.
So Micaiah's gonna try to like intimidate this one a little bit.
Okay.
Gonna be slightly on the more aggressive side and not peaceful side.
Okay.
And Draconic is gonna tell it, you need to tell your friends to stop right now, because if you don't, we are all gonna cut you clean.
Alright. Roll intimidation. And we'll say again in with advantage because you're speaking in Draconic.
14 with my eyes.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. All right. It is.
Did I miss anything on Erdnot's turn?
He Eldritch Blast in front of their feet to like
Stop.
get them to stop.
Nice idea.
All right. It is their turn. So at the top of this round, you see Micaiah as you're talking to this one. It looks at you, and it's like readying its weapons, and then the one that's in front of Arik, like they give each other a look, and then they say something to each other, and you hear this one also. It yells out something in this language that you can't, with the hissing and the spitting and all of that.
Picture the raptor doing its bark.
And then it looks at you all, it goes like, bah! And then it rushes in between Micaiah and Arik and past you, Erdnot, to try to get out. And then this other one next to it.
So it's going this way.
the way that the other one that you cut in half,
That one?
that's where it's going.
Oh, it's going past us?
It's going past you into the sarcophagus room. This one is going to go as well. So, and then these three kind of looking at the blast on the floor and hearing the sound from the other one. Like a couple of them drop their weapons, and then these ones start running too. They're going to dash. So they start running past you all. You have 5 that are running away.
And they're not making any threatening type of gesture.
I mean, they kind of like, as they run by, they're like...
I mean, like, but it's like,
scared.
Hey, 2 of them just dropped their weapons.
They're doing it like tough guy. Like that's right. That's right.
I'll walk away.
And they are running past you
Give me some.
out
Can-
of
Can
this...
Saya try to grab one?
Yeah, you
Does it
can.
runs past?
No, well... No, you can't. No, it's not technically.
Can I punch it?
You can't.
Since I get an opportunity attack?
I thought we were letting him go.
Can I try to punch him in the head? He really feels like she needs one of these.
What about just tripping?
Guys.
Putting your leg out.
Yeah, like,
You gotta do whatever you gotta
punch it.
do, whatever you want. They all turn its
That's plus 5, 13.
That's not. So, I mean, you could try to
12.
grab it, but
Bad math.
this is going to be.
I love it. It's like a WWF, like when they went off the look and the other person did a clothesline and they duck under it.
I'll say you could try to grab it if you want to. It's going to be.
Or what about
Athletics
Micaiah
versus-
puts out her staff? Like, stop that.
To try to clothesline it.
Kind of, yeah.
If that was the case, then I'd let that be the
Like, stop
plus
that.
anything.
Yes. Or 12.
12? Okay. So no. It like ducks out of the way as it runs past, and they're running.
How many run past them? Just
5.
one? Does that count for all of them?
No, it's just the one.
But
It knocks it
I'm
out of
trying.
the way.
Hey,
I
I'm
love it. It's like
trying.
they're playing limbo.
With a chair.
I guess we just need to let.
Yeah, so they run out. I mean, you could. It knocks it up out of the way, and like the others run past. So they just run and like they're yelling at each other like in whatever this language is, and taking off down out of the sarcophagus room and disappearing, unless you try to.
Arc's gonna let him go.
Now, if my recollection is accurate, the bearded devils had mentioned lizard people coming through when we were in the room, yes?
They.
Oh, wait, I didn't understand that. He understood that.
They
I did
mentioned-
transmit all that info to you guys though.
Yeah, they mentioned Yuan Ti.
Oh, these weren't
They
those.
mentioned snake folk.
Oh yeah, but these
Okay.
are safe.
These were lizard folk.
So
They
these
got
all
hell
are
of a
running.
surprise when they go in there.
I
I'll talk about friggin'
know. Yeah, they're gonna be like, and the bearded devils are just gonna be like,
maybe that's what they were eating. That gross shit they were eating was just lizard
people, frog legs.
So I'm going to drop you out of initiative in this moment. Where you're all standing there, the lizard folk have run past. What are you doing?
How did these doors open and shut? Did they have like swinging handle type things?
Yeah, like you could grab on the outside and pull.
Can I look around to see if there's anything in here to slide through those handles so they can't open the door?
There is, looking around in this room, there is like nothing. It is bare, just a bare cavern that is standing there. You can see like little bits that suggest this is where these guys kind of hang out and eat and stuff like that, like patrolling the entrance. But there's not much.
I was gonna ask if like the bodies have anything that indicate what their purpose is around here.
So make an investigation check on their bodies.
The 8.
Just to look that seems. Oh Jesus. Okay.
Uh oh.
So you looking at the one lizard folk that's down on the ground in front of where Micaiah was standing, all you're able to discern is like there's leather collar, there's bare minimum, like the weapons that the ones that you killed have are so
they're house elves.
they're
daubing?
they're wearing loincloths.
They're daubing.
They kind of look a little bit underfed as far as you can tell, like they're just given enough to make it through the day, and they are not healthy looking. So
I think they're all slaves. These are not warriors.
Yeah, got that impression.
Gathered as much.
Someone's forcing them. Should try to avoid them.
Zan, as you're saying that, you can start hearing yelling coming from down this hallway here. Well, it's not hallway, down the stairs, and mostly in that language that you can't understand.
Where's the door that goes out?
Because this looks, I don't know if it's because you drew it. Is this like a rough cave?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this wasn't like, it's not a straight a master mason came in and chiseled through here like the rest of these chambers before. It just so what about here? Is this also? What about here?
Look down the stairs. You can see that the stairwell goes down probably about like 20 feet down, and it gets difficult to see, but you can see just the edge of what appears to be some kind of hole from here. So it gets dark as you look, but you can barely see because you're looking down,
Is this still solid here?
This is still solid as far as you can tell, yes. And you can very clearly hear movement and stuff as you're like looking down. You kind of duck down. You can see there's like a glistening as it starts to get.
He doesn't have to duck down.
It gets a little bit further on, and you can hear shuffling and movement. You can hear the yelling back and forth of orders of several voices down in this hall.
I'm gonna take my hammer and just knock a chunk of stone off the wall, and then I'm going to cast light on it, and then I want to throw it as far as I can down this way.
Okay. Roll just roll a dexterity. You want it to go so it doesn't fall down the hole, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be so that's just like a okay. 20.
Oh, nice.
So it lands, it goes like, and it lights up. Again, you can you can barely see because it's more that your vision is obscured as you're looking down. You can tell it kind of widens, but all that you can really tell is like it is dark down here. You hear some like yelling and stuff, and then the stone gets pulled out from your vision. You can just see the barely that there's light.
It's like glowing rock, and it's like someone's like.
Where's the blood?
I mean, there's only one way to go.
You can make a survival check real quick. As now you have been making a lot of blood trails.
23.
Fair point.
Right.
Didn't
So
even think of that.
you can barely see as you're going. So if you step closer to where Erdnot is, and you can see little drops that are getting fainter and fainter as you go until it kind of like trails off going down the stairs.
Guys, I can track the blood splatter. It's going this way. We gotta go down the stairs.
There's also more of them down that way.
That is the way we need to go, though.
I need to rest.
You can't rest here.
I know we can't rest here, but
You need to press on.
rest.
So as you're standing there,
Speed is of the essence.
Erdnot, make a perception check, and Micaiah make a perception check.
And Iris gonna look over at Sam. It's
Or
the blade is one thing. That's dangerous.
16.
Okay. Micaiah, you are able to see as one of the lizard folk comes up right to the edge of your vision and chucks a javelin in the direction of Erdnot. Is there anything that you...
Can I try to reach up like with my staff and
do you
Like
have
it.
that as a...
No.
No, so you wouldn't be able to...
just asking? I don't know.
It's something that Avatar The Last Airbender.
I would say you can warn a second. It's not a surprise because we're
Right.
right there.
my protection doesn't work for me. Oh, I still have blade ward on. If it hits me,
Okay, so it's a 20 to hit.
okay, so I take half whatever the damage is.
Nice. Can you pass that on just yourself?
3 damage, so you take 1 point of damage as the javelin comes
1
and like
point.
you just kind of barely
Be happy your
knock
HP
it.
barely take a hit.
You're,
Hit the cell next time.
scrapes past your face.
That's a scar like the one by your eye.
Can I Eldritch Blast in the direction? I'm sure it's not there, and I couldn't see it,
It's
but
moving back. It moves back.
well, it's 120 foot
You can't-
range.
you can't
so
see it.
I could just shoot
Yeah.
down the hallway.
Well, you're at the top of the stairs, so you can't like.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Keep thinking missile.
So what are you all doing as this has happened?
Zan is going to have
We
the
have to
steam.
get down
out.
this way, guys.
We should push forward.
But before we do that, I need a pee break.
do we want to take a timeout of?
All right. So, you all are standing at the end of this hallway. What are you doing? You can hear noises, the hissing, and you actually hear quite a bit of hissing coming down as you get closer to the stairwell.
Zane wants to go up towards the front, put his hands up, and slowly start walking down. His hands up.
And Arsh's gonna say, "Don't be such a fucking bleeding heart, my friend."
Erdnot's gonna be next to him with his shield up and dodge at the ready.
Zan and Erdnot, you come down these stairs. What you do see is, as you get closer and closer to the edge of the stairs, you can see that this room opens up. And, second, you see that it opens into a pit. And looking in front of you, coming down those stairs, the walkway that's in front of you, it begins to get more shiny, like slick with moisture, that you can see drops coming down from the ceiling. And you can also see that this bridge that is over, obviously like extending out in front of you, is the stone bridge is covered in moss, like slick moss. It's hanging over the side. And on the bridge, you can see 5 lizard folk who are standing right on it. Where's my pen? My pen is here. This room, as you get down into it and coming down here, you can see that it goes out like, I'm sorry. This pit is here, dark in there.
Is this just like
So
your
this is the
just the
bridge.
wall, like the
Yeah,
wall?
this is like the wall.
I didn't know if it was like an edge that we.
No, so this is a like the,
There's only some.
bridge
I was gonna say there's only
Oh,
one way.
Gotcha.
Yancey.
They all miles away from me.
they are on this bridge and they are kind of like holding steady here, and they're all
Missing.
going to throw javelins in your direction.
Can I do something?
They're gonna throw javelins. You said.
Yes. You were not close enough. Yet. They are going to throw 5 javelins, 3 at Zan, 2 at Erdnot. A 20 to hit for Erdnot. And 2 20s and an 8 for Zan.
Oh, disadvantage to my reaction of protection.
Oh,
For
so
them.
at very least I don't have 2
Is that
natural
on
20s.
one attack against him?
I don't know if it specifies. It just says that's my reaction.
Okay, so it would be one of the attacks you are able to.
It's DM's like, and not one of the 20s.
No, I'll make it. Yeah. So it would 1 successful against you, 1 successful against you, and that is 7 points of damage against you, Erdnot, and
So I get half of that. Has it been my blade ward lasts
4 points of damage against you.
no, not an hour of cantrip.
Zan catches it.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. It's
So
gone.
all of these javelins come flying out. Zan, you catch the one that's coming at you, Erdnot, you take
7. You said?
7 points of damage.
So how long did Blade Ward last?
It lasts 1 round.
Oh, okay.
1 round or 1 minute?
No, 1 round. I misread it. I thought it was a minute. It's a cantrip. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was just. I thought it was.
So, and then, like, at the edge of your vision, let's see, 5, 10, 15. You also see at the very, very edge of your vision, you can see 2 additional figures that are going to make attacks against you now. Into their view with your hands up. So that is 3. 1 against you, Zan, 1 against you, Erdnot. Erdnot, that's a 17, and Zan, that's a 6. The hit, but these are arrows this time, because the arrows come past your heads. And you can hear hissing and stronger, like louder voices behind these lizard folk now. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Again.
$16.
16.
12.
17.
Who's got the higher dex?
Her. I've got a +1. So
Alright.
+3.
16.
Your dex, your main score.
No,
Roll
shit.
Zan.
Okay.
17.
16.
16.
I go before her because I had the higher dex.
You said 17, so
Yes.
or no, it was 12?
Yeah.
Alright. See is here. Alright, he's good. We got quads and everything going by our house now. So, you okay? Let me see here. The lizard folk go first. And they look like they're kind of slipping a little bit as they stand there, and they're all going to throw their last javelin in your direction. So 3 against you, Erdnot. 2 against you, Zan. So Erdnot first. Nope. And Zan.
A disadvantage because this is technically a new round, right?
What's disadvantage? Oh, he's
The attack.
protected no matter what.
Well, it's a reaction, so it's 1 per round. That was like a free round, so now we're initiative, so it's
So are you doing it again?
yes.
So that was a 6 and a natural 1. So all of these javelins just come flying. They look like they're kind of trying to stay on this
They heard what you said about
this thing
their
here.
mother earlier.
And they then are going to, you can hear some yelling of orders from behind, and they are going to rush forward. They like just go like, and they're coming at you guys. Let's see, we got okay, interesting.
And these ones same look as
Same
the others.
exact look as the others, barely hanging on. And in fact, as they come running forward, 3 of them just go like down. They fall down into this darkness.
Oh, can we hit them? Do we hear them hit the ground?
I was gonna say, I'm like, you just kind of stab them as they're going down, falling down a
I'm
bit.
saying like if
So they all try.
I don't know if there's water down there.
They all try to run, and they just go like as one gets really close, and then comes off the side here, and they all fall off.
Holy shit!
They all fall off.
Oh, that was unexpected.
Dan's gonna go. It's slippery.
You just got so lucky twice.
Can I-
Missed
can-
all those attacks, and then they just fell off.
Kyle was so bad.
So let me just make a couple. Okay, you hear like some budding and like screams a little bit of out in pain. And that is the end of.
I've fallen down this deep hole. I believe it's going gangrene.
Me too. All the things.
I'm going to attempt to get them on the
Okay, so that is the end of their turn. Zan, it is your turn. As you watch these, they're like slipping and sliding, and the moss underneath just gives away on the sides, and they just like. And you hear.
I love that noise.
That's the noise that the chop flower makes when
Yeah,
you
we
like, kill
should-
it. It's like,
And is this like to scale like how far
Yes.
across it is?
Yep.
Um.
And the moss starts like right at the edge of your feet.
Right.
So
Zan is gonna recommend we should go one at a time. The other
okay, he's dead.
and Zan will pull out his rope, go one at a time, tie off balls, grab onto the rope.
While you're saying this, you can hear on the other side, just barely out of your vision, you can hear this like angry, like they're just yelling on the other side, like pissed, yelling from the figures that you can't quite make out on the other side of the thing.
I don't know if going one at a time into that is good.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Then Zan is
turn?
gonna not throw your rope to Arik, and I'll throw my rope to Mickey, and to attempt to move across. 2, 3, full
So-
movement.
As you're going across, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. That's not my turn.
Save. Okay. 17.
So you find yourself your feet are slipping as you're going, and you're trying to make it over quickly because these other two figures at the end are like they're not
Not
they don't
having
sound happy. I'm actually gonna make a quick roll here just to check something.
So did you threw your rope to me?
it. No, I threw mine
Oh,
to Mickey,
the-
and I told her not to throw his to you.
As you're actually going across, you can see that like this one right here and this one down here are holding on to the edges and have not quite fallen, but they're hanging on to the side of the wall, like looking down. And you can see that this pit goes down almost to the edge of your dark vision. As you're running across and look down, you see like writhing and stuff underneath, and you can hear all this hissing and screaming now from the things that fell down in there. So
I know I'm like me and Erdnot don't have not great at dex throws.
I don't think anyone else other than Zan is good at dex. I think Mickey has the lowest dex out of you three. Yeah, at least you have. Don't you have dexterity saving throws?
Yeah, but only if it's a thing that can
Mickey
that
has an
targets
idea.
me.
She just needs to wait.
anything else for Zan?
Have I technically used my action?
If you're, are you just, yeah, like I would say your bonus action would be to throw the rope.
Then
You're just holding on to it though.
yeah, Zan's just going to use the dodge.
Okay. Because right here at the edge, you see yourself come face to face with things that do not look like this. They are two UNT. You recognize they're in much more elaborate getup, obviously, than these lizard folk. They have like shiny gold buckles on their armor, and these ones have the bodies. No, nothing that you see here. These ones have the bodies of humans, but then snake heads that come up.
Oh, like
As
is it what kind of snake? Sorry, I had to ask that for reference.
Let me see.
Does it say?
as a
They look like the ones with the flaps like folded in.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna say make a Dano price. No, a Dano rider reference. Remember the
Oh, yeah.
Rulons? The Rulons, it looked like a cobra head too.
Yeah.
and Zan is a free action take on his sword.
Okay, next is Ark.
Ark is gonna walk across it. He is not gonna, hop, skip, and jump like Zan did. He is going to hand the rope back to Erdnot, hopefully, and tell him, hold this if I fall. He's gonna wrap that rope kind of like around him a little bit.
Okay.
Then he's going to
You can get from where you were, like right where.
yeah, because I was what, right? Oh, I was here, right?
Yeah. So 30.
5, 10, 15.
That's fine. He's hanging on the edge. So
Can he hit me from there?
he's.
Trying
I mean,
not to
you
fall.
don't know, but yeah. So make a dexterity saving throw for me, please. As you're slipping up and sliding.
That's a 7.
That's 7 total.
Yeah, it's a 6 plus.
All right, so as you go, you have it kind of wrapped loosely around your waist. You guys didn't have time to. I need you to make a.
On Ian, where are you with the sound effects?
Acrobatics roll as your leg slips out from underneath you. You're not even actually sure if maybe it was this lizard folk who was like desperately trying, like grabs onto your leg and pulls it without really meaning to. So
That's an 8. It's 4 plus 4.
Wait, is he tied to me? Do I get pulled down too?
he's loosely. You guys didn't.
I wrapped it.
you
Yeah, I like
wrapped
wrapped
it around
it.
himself.
Oh, so
Like
the
a-
knot comes
Yeah,
out.
like the last ditch effort. If he's falling, you can grab the rope, and hopefully you can grab it.
Like I was gonna say, like, how does that work? Like, if we're tied, like, I didn't.
So
We're not like physically
No,
tied
you
off to
don't
each other. We just like have the rope in case.
Like, where's my Wilhelm?
That's what I just asked.
Let's go, Chet. We don't ask you for much, but give us a willing help. Come on.
as goes disappearing down into the darkness.
There it is.
Can I?
No.
I was gonna say, can I do like the Captain
Like, yeah,
America
yeah.
where I, like
Maybe Ian
shield?
In this moment, you are falling. Like you haven't hit the ground. So you guys just
Been
watch.
falling for an hour.
It's like slow motion. He like turns around like as he starts heading down.
Zan hasn't looked back because he sees the
Micaiah.
young team.
All right. So from where I am, would I have seen him fall?
Yes, you would see. You would have seen him fall.
See you.
She's gonna go with her original plan, which is to move close up to the moss, and then she's gonna cast Produce Flame, and she's gonna throw it onto the moss and hope to light it on fire.
Now it's a burning bridge.
Well, so there is like moisture actively coming down from the ceiling. So roll if you still want to do that, knowing that there's drips that are coming down and like creating this moss. It's wet and slippery. So you can try. For sure. You can try.
I'm gonna try. Okay, she wants to do.
What are you casting?
Produce Flame. She's gonna throw it.
Okay.
I can throw it to 30 feet.
Alright. So you produce flame and throw it.
And it fails at the.
Good night, folks.
What was it?
2.
So
So it was a 7. So
yeah, so you produce the flame quickly and throw it in the direction of the moss where Arik fell, and the lizard folk, you can see this hand like scratching, trying to get up. And it hits it and it goes like, and you just see steam just kind of rising up from where you hit it.
Gently singes.
Anything else?
she's not moving right now.
We're gonna die.
I just saw Eric fall.
Yeah.
We took it easy on the slaves,
Or not?
and now we got a virgin.
Can I see these guys?
You can.
All right, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast each of them.
Okay.
So that's probably not gonna hit them, but so 15 and 12.
That hits.
Which
So,
one?
Both.
Oh,
Holy shit!
So
Okay.
you slam the force as they're screaming in the direction of these. You see they're like They don't even necessarily seem to be looking at you. They're like looking past you, Zan, at this lizard folk that fell off the side. As two bolts come flying from Erdnot's face.
10 and 9.
Slam them right in the chest each.
And then I'm going to take a step forward, and then I'm going to Misty Step. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15,
You
20,
have a rope?
30.
It's tied up to you, right?
I guess. I thought it came loose when he fell.
No, it came loose on him. Well, yeah. I mean, so you're attached to the rope.
I guess
So you're
I got a rope attack. Yeah.
That's fine. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
But I Misty Step.
You're on the edge.
5.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, plus.
Chris is gonna kill us all.
Save, right? So 6.
You know what? No, I will make it that you misty stepped and you appeared right there.
That's not
So no, you don't need to make a save.
Okay.
You appear right there. You haven't moved.
Right.
So you're standing there. Okay. Anything else?
That's what I can do. I'm just going. The boy fell.
Right. It is now these two Yuan T's turns. Let's see. Zan, you see one of the Yuan T, it just kind of like weaves its head just slightly a little bit from side to side and makes eye contact with you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this a charm effect?
He thinks I'm kidding, but I'm gonna get some PVC. I'm gonna put it back there. I'm gonna hammer it in, and that's gonna be where he pees.
Yep, I'm pretty sure it is. Son of a bitch. Okay. I'm just gonna double check. I mean, it is, yes, it is a charm. So it waves, do you have advantage or?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you could not.
elves and half elves have advantage on being
Okay.
charmed. It's a sleep that we can't be
Oh, right.
magic.
So its eyes kind of glow a little bit red.
21.
And you can hear it saying, trying to whisper it like telepathically to you, and then it speaks it out loud. And even though you don't quite understand, it's like, for a moment you look over at Erdnot and his face kind of like turns and looks at you, and you see a Yuan Ti face like take over, and he's like, it's like, it's for a moment the snake, and then it fades away, and we realize that they were trying to get you to see something. When it sees your face just kind of shake it off, it gets really pissed off. It's going to step forward to engage with you. Could you just move the one that's right in front of him? And then the other one is going to move forward. And it's going to make an attack against you, Zan.
He's within 5 feet of me. I will again use my protection.
I'm going to stomp that. I was walking back there, and then something dark along the ground. So I stomped that living shit out of it, just out of reflex. Like,
And it was a root.
no, it was a. It looked like a pumpkin green. Some sort of fat grub worm from a fishing lure.
Yeah, I was letting them
Those
play with
rubber-
like some.
rubber
I was letting them play with some fishing lure.
But I was like, oh, like out of reflex, because it was like right next to me. I boot danced it for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 stomps, and I realized what it was.
Okay, it reaches out with its scimitar. It's going to swing once. That is a natural 20 with the scimitar against you, Zan, and
That disadvantage.
Oh, I forgot about that. Thank
that
you.
is an 18 to hit.
That still hits, but not. It's not a crit. It's not a crit. I'll take that.
Take 9 points of slashing damage, and then it's going to lunge forward with its fangs.
Listen, not able
Is that at disadvantage again, or just the one?
I
It's
don't.
a reaction.
No reaction.
All right, so that is a natural 20.
8.
And oops, nope. 1. This takes 9 points of piercing damage plus 6 points of poison damage as its fangs sink into like the side of your neck, like right.
15 total.
Yes, 15.
That's a lot less than I thought.
And you feel like this burning sensation as this clearly like poison just begins pulsing through the bite wound. And that is all that they're gonna do. It is the top of the round.
That was an attack from both of them?
Both of them attacked. Yeah. Well, one of them tried to cast.
Oh, right.
I
I thought you cast the spell and attacked.
So these, well, those 3 are. So, you, hold on. Let's see. So actually, I'm gonna make some rolls. You can hear screaming and shuffling down in the pit.
You unlock the bonus level. You're gonna fight. You're gonna
Yeah,
fight us. Reptile now. Literally. You're like,
As long as they don't fall
Oh my god. Natural. Okay. 4. Okay. So you can hear one of them. It seems to be making some headway, like climbing back up. And the other 2 are screaming, and then you hear the screams just like
join mine.
fade. Sorry. And then these 2 that are trying to come back up. One of them, this one behind you, Erdnot, climbs itself. Actually, yeah, so this one's climbing up over here. This one climbs up, and that's its turn as it's now standing behind you on the bridge. Just kind of like trying to catch its footing. Zan, you are up.
Right. Because Zan does not see any callers. Yeah, Zan is not happy because that hurt. So he's going to take his sword, the one directly in front of him, and swing his sword. That's a 13 to hit.
Okay. A 13.
The
That
look
hits.
Izzy just gave me. The look she just gave me after rolling a lot of that.
All right.
And
yes.
I will also
It's just like
mark.
looking at the camera like.
I will mark this one because I can do that on the first time I hit them for an extra D4. 2, 5, 6, 3, so that's 9. Was it 3 points psychic, and then 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And he will then, following through, attempt to elbow it with his. After he swings, attempt to elbow it.
Ooh,
So it's like a 26 to hit.
hits.
Just a D4. So is another 6 points of damage. And if it's still standing, I will spend a key point. Flurry of blows.
You're just kind of engaging with it, like it's taking them. You smack it inside of its like weird, like soft snake face.
Yeah, this is
Snake face.
this is like straight up elbow, now back fist for 19 to hit.
We're from Australia, mate.
6 more points of damage, bludgeoning, and then that's again 13 to hit,
Hits.
and it's another 4 points of bludgeoning.
Sydney, Australia.
So slamming against it.
42 fucking ways.
Okay.
Sorry.
It looks its face is starting to bleed and whatnot, but it just sits there and is like in your direction. Anything else? Are you gonna? Okay.
Yeah, that's action, bonus, and risk.
Okay, we've got Arik. You are falling.
As an
You go-
action, I would like to fall.
As an action, I would like to land.
You slam down at the bottom of this pit, taking 27 points of bludgeoning damage. As you hit the ground 50,
Whoa, you alright?
50 feet.
Is that,
My lawyer
that doesn't
says.
I thought of that, but actually I didn't check it. 1 second, please.
Upon meeting with my counsel, I have been elected to address the following.
I do not accept 27 points of damage.
Oh, it's not against a spell. You're right. See, this is why I keep this kid around. Although it's probably too
It's
late.
too late now.
Now.
Remember that next
I thought it was only against a spell because my shield master lets me do that. where
I told you your ring does different, like a
yeah,
but you haven't
I
used
can
it.
say I could have saved the deck
He has
save.
that ring that lets him automatically pass deck saves, but he
I
forgot.
thought it was against spells, but that's my shield master. I could have passed that, but
It happens. Sometimes you forget that you have the flashlight, so you're in the dark here.
Hit slam down on your back at the bottom of this pit after having fallen 50 feet from the top. And when you hit the bottom, you can see, like, looking around you, you see all of these snakes just slithering all over. You've landed on
Indiana
top
Jones.
of some.
It's literally Indiana Jones.
Little, like,
regular snakes.
it's hard to see down here, and you don't have your goggles on. So,
Right?
Did they fall off?
How the little piggies will squeal when they hear the whole door dive.
it's no, because there's light coming from
Okay.
the side.
Well, like when it goes dark and everybody else needs the dark vision, that's when it falls.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't dark there,
Just to get light.
okay.
So you hit the bottom, and you can hear and see, like, slithering, and you can hear, like, little. It's very strange. It's a mixture of like baby coos and hissing.
Well, configuration. My baby now.
And also, like, nope, there wouldn't be any more. You can kind of, when looking up, you can see that the light is showing that one of the lizard folk is like trying to get out of this, and has made its way probably 10, 15 feet up at this point. And that's just about what you could see. So you still have your action and everything, like that. This was just the damage you took from falling.
My first instinct is to go like with the Simpsons, the episode Blacking Day, and they just kill all the snakes. All right. So I fell. To reiterate, I fell down. I'm surrounded by a bunch of snakes.
Yeah.
Are they attack? Are they coming towards me? Are they attacking? Like, do they look like they're attacking me?
In this moment, you're just sort
As
of
a free action, can I pull? It's dark enough that I would need those.
Yeah.
As a free action, can I pull those down?
and you're very clearly surrounded by snakes, and it is a bridge that goes across. So looking up, you can tell it's not connected to the bottom. It's not like it's splitting this into two. It's a standalone bridge.
Okay. So. I stand up, which takes half my movement.
Yeah.
Correct. I'm going to scooch. Is there anything down here else that I can see that looks like it's going to attack me? It's just those little snakes.
It's those snakes, right?
Alright.
And you can see that the one lizard folk, actually, that is trying to crawl its way.
Oh yeah, the other lizard folk that fell, are they dead?
You can barely see.
Even with the goggles.
It's just there's a lot to take in. So if you wanted to look for them,
Okay, I got you. All right. Fuck me. All right. So Arik is going to reach into his. First off, he's gonna try to avoid as many snakes. You said they were everywhere, so I doubt. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm gonna try to. So I was 15, 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
So there. Does anything attack me?
um,
While I'm moving through, like
not
all
in
these-
this.
Right, he's gonna reach into his bag and he's gonna grab his potion of climbing that we bought way back when in Baldur's Gate.
Wow.
Fortuitous.
All of that, dude. Yes.
He's gonna chug that as a bonus action,
Yeah.
and he's not happy. So he's going to show his. I would assume that I would have find my sword. So.
Yeah.
Sheath it and try to climb.
All right. That'll be your next turn.
That is my action, but I can't move anymore.
But you can dash.
That's true. I can't.
You want to dash?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, see, this is I forget I forget entire game mechanics, people. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll dash as an action and try to climb. What is that? An F?
What is the climbing potion?
See,
I think it makes your
it's
climbing
my climbing
equal
speed
to your
equals yeah.
walking.
When you drink
Okay.
this potion, you got your climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. I have advantage on strength, athletics checks I make to climb, and then it just describes what it looks like.
All right.
Separating the brown, silver, and gray colors.
So, you have advantage.
Only on
The checks to
strength
climb.
checks I make to climb.
Okay,
Like I
so
can't like drink it and lift something.
make a strength check to climb with
That's a
advantage.
All right, so first off, that's a 13 plus
Athletics.
plus 7, so that's a 20.
Okay.
And then a nat 1. Thank God I had that advantage. Holy shit! I would have been like, I can't. Like my feet are still on the ground. It's like sweat. I'd be like hanging on my feet. But I'm like, "Ugh." So I can climb 30 feet.
Yes. As your dash. You.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Well, is it equal to my walking speed?
Yes, you can.
As
Yep.
my-
So you make your way. You're like, oh my god. It's kind of weird because you've got a lot of stuff on you. You're not used to moving this fast while climbing, and so like going
Oh,
up
God.
this.
Just like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
And you look down and you can see, as you do climb up out of the pit, you are going to be attacked by these snakes that are at the bottom. These Yuan tea babies.
Oh,
That's why they were cooling.
yeah, I wish Avalon was here. She could fireball everything underneath this fucking bridge.
I should have done that. Should have done the fire down there. But you were down there. So.
Not yet. I'm from the process. Would have landed.
Yeah, but you landed
Probably
on
landed
the
in
fire pit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You fall in, I throw in the flame and after you.
I mean, it sucked. That was a lot of hit points in one smack. Like I'm
All right, Dave's going to
looking at my HP, like R just pops. It was like,
is
all right, let's go.
21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
You will be taking there's just bunches of them that like snipping at your feet. It is
42 damage.
9 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, great.
As the fangs
Not
just
really.
kind of
Not really.
sink into your feet as you go up.
It's a 14.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a saving throw. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Hold
it's a
on.
saving throw.
Hold on. I
You were good at
apologize. 12 plus 5. That's a 7.
Okay.
I was looking at my regular modifiers.
And as you feel all
The
of
sun's
these
setting and our lighting in here is getting shittier.
Is it? It's getting bad.
these little fangs that sink into your foot, and like the heat and burning that pulses into your feet and up your legs, you take 9 points of poison damage.
Even though I didn't.
Yeah, it's 46.
You be a dwarf, son.
As you get up out of, you're shaking off these like snakes that are falling off, and
This was right now.
babies. Be nice to the babies. And anything else for you?
I don't think I can. I don't think my action is.
Makaya, you're on the other end of this.
Yay! Micaiah is gonna cast Spider Climb on himself.
Okay.
So that I can climb up the wall. How high is the wall to the ceiling?
The wall here.
And can I dash if I have Spider Climb?
Yeah, I believe so.
I thought you were going to use spider climb so you can just walk. across
Right,
like
it's
real
the thing.
blocks.
I wish it was that way, but it doesn't.
Just give you like.
Nah, it doesn't give me like.
It
Doesn't yeah, it doesn't. No.
Just go.
And
And this allows me to go on vertical surfaces. Like I don't have to go
Yeah.
all the way up
What
the
if you go
ceiling.
on
Like
the
I
other
could
side
go
of the
on the wall. Yeah, exactly.
Go on the
Is this a wall? Like, is this a wall that I could? Because it says I can climb on vertical surfaces.
Yeah, you can climb up that wall, that
Alright,
side wall.
so that's
This
what I
actually
wanna do.
kind of tilts down a little bit too. That's why it's harder for you guys to.
That's what
It's
I
like
want
a
to do
side.
is get on here.
Okay.
And, like, I don't know how far.
So you can just like get onto the wall and you'll go across. So it is, we'll say here, if you go diagonal, it's like 5, 15, 20, 25. You can get like right here, I think, right with your.
Was that dashing? I thought you were trying to dash.
Yeah. Can I dash? Is that?
Oh, wrong.
As their action. Was it a bonus action for you?
Oh
to
no,
do?
this is an action to cast a spell, so I can't do that. Yeah, you're right. So I can only do regular movement.
So you run across there.
I have
I like
30.
that-
I have 30 movement.
I like the solution.
So that I can go more square.
No, because of the calculation diagonal.
I like the solution each of us has to crossing the bridge. Zan, I'm going to go super
Dexterity.
carefully, and I can make it because I got good dexterity.
You hurt.
You're falling. Fuck this. I'm just.
I wanted to get rid of
This one's like Spider-Man.
Next up, we have Erdnot.
Okay. I'm going to cast Armor of Agatheus on myself at 2nd level. And as a bonus action, I am going to regain my 2nd level spell slot. And that's going to be it.
All right, it is now their turn, the ones in front of you. Zan, they are going to. One of them actually is going to look at you, Erdnot, this next time. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
No.
Oh,
Oh no.
so that's a 5.
Okay.
Sorry, Zan. I just upped myself a little bit.
Yeah, Zan's in trouble now. Zan doesn't have many hit points left.
I think everyone's in trouble.
No,
This bridge did
a good
damage
hit
to
can
us.
take me out.
So you hear
It's not
this
good.
one kind of speaking to you, goes like, "Your friends, all spies," and you look over.
18 that time.
You look over at Zan, and Zan's face, like he turns to look at you, and he smiles, and he's like a little, and his eyes, like you could see little slits, like they're snake eyes, and you believe that Zan is a Yuan-Ti spy. In the meantime, this other one in front
Seems
of
like
you,
it should
Zan,
automatically fail. It's because he's
is
like the most like incorruptible character.
I know, multi-attack against you,
Me?
Zan.
Oh.
Um,
So you just lose my protection too.
let's see. We've
But I
got-
did punch them last action, so my AC went up 2.
There you go. Once with the scimitar is 5 to hit. 19.
Miss.
And then it lunges forward to try to sink its fangs into you again. That is a 13. 13 to hit.
Well, I've been weaving.
And
Does not want to get hit again.
this one that has been really badly hurt by you, the
The one
punched,
right in front of me.
is going to say something to the one that's standing there and next to it that just cast suggestion on Erdnot. And let's see. So this one here that just cast suggestion on you, after exchanging some words of some kind, is going to take off down the hall. Zan,
Zan will take an opportunity attack with his sword. 26 to hit.
that's
Was that the one that was hurt or the?
they're
other one?
both hurt, but that's the one that was listed. You can see it running down as the
3, so that's 9 points. 3 of them psychic.
oh,
I was gonna say it's psychic. Use a psychic attack on me. And does it negate it?
Whenever the first time I hit somebody, I also inflict 1d4 of psychic damage.
Right, but I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
no,
that's the
so
one that used
that's the
suggestion.
one that you suggested.
Oh, so
Oh.
Oh.
and you got it too. So you actually, as it
nice.
dashes off down the hall, appearing to follow orders from the one that was it's next to, and Erdnot like as Zan slashes it, you feel like if you're like about to go after Zan, like you mother, and then
I like a little noise.
you're like about to swing, and then like you see that everything kind of fades and it's normal Zan. The skin is no longer turning like this green and whatnot, and that fades away. And
Nice.
we're at the top of round 8, and I think this is a good place to stop. And
I want to hit them. I want to hit them
I'm
late.
still climbing. I wanted to climb above and drop on him.
so,
Next turn.
Yeah.
yeah, so that we will leave it here.
Let's make sure we remember our spots.
Yes, pictures, everyone. Pictures.
I'll put you all where.
Last time. Pictures class.
They're all gonna laugh at you. They're gonna laugh at you.
I told them to get in the water and thanks to the woman, get all over the fucking balls.
Well, baby, it'll be fine.
Did you help play with?
Earth not.
If you're too young for this, why are you on the NAT30s?
I fucking help. Old school Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, those first two were the best. So good.
So I freeze the giveaway.
Forgetting that we are live on the
Yep.
internet. Like,
Tell us. We've been playing for a while now, live, and it's gonna be like this for the next month. Should we continue doing these live like this, or should we just say, "Oh no, that was bad. Let's not do it"? So give us the feedback now, because the lighting is not gonna improve. It's about 8 o'clock.
honestly, I was looking on the Twitch. The lighting isn't that bad.
No, it wasn't
Really?
Now that it's darker, it's just not. It's not as
And
good.
if it gets like really bad, you can actually just like take that and just clip it to the end. Like,
I mean, I could just go buy 2 more of those lights. They're like $15 at Ocean State.
Even like those little ones that clip onto the end of. Dark, but it's not like last week where it like
You don't count, Cheese Cat. You love everything.
She absolutely, they absolutely do count.
One day when we go to
They do
Oregon,
count.
is it Oregon? Oregon. We say it's like you say. I think natives say Oregon,
I see
and we say Oregon.
I
Oregon Trail.
I played Oregon.
We're drinking, and we're looking for Bigfoot. One day when we head out there, that's what me and you were doing.
You and that Patterson footage.
If we have anybody who's just joined us and you want to enter into the giveaway for this evening, just type hashtag BEADND. It's only 3 entries so far, so
Come on, get your
anybody can enter.
shirt, get
They're
your
well,
balls.
they're well printed and they're comfortable.
Yeah, you will get a wonderful B&D giveaway. And we'll be doing this in the garage until we can get into the studio, or on days that we can't get into the studio, we'll do it here. But this is
It's still fun. Look, we've said it a bunch of times that we'll play in a dump if we have to. We'll play anywhere. It doesn't matter as long as we're playing.
sorry I'm fuzzy, but the camera's just far away and it's difficult for it to focus on me. So, all right. Hey Falcon, you were in there.
Well, we just got in there.
Is in the
Nice.
giveaway. A Falcon. So, audio does get choppy when everyone's voice speaking at once, but yeah, I think I remembered. Soft focus, yeah.
Right.
Bearded Fortress is going to crash the Bigfoot.
Please
and
do.
drink
That
the party.
will be very fun.
Yes. Okay, so I am going to close the giveaway. We only have 3 people who entered, which is fine, totally fine, and we're gonna pick the winner. Cheese Cat.
Cheers, Cat. We gotta find something to add to the wardrobe.
Yeah. Oh my
She's
god.
got shirts, got socks. Do they have like underwear or raincoats or something?
I still
Office?
still have squirrel paws I gotta send.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
They're still curing. They're not ready.
Freaking great.
They're not ready yet.
So we've got our team streamers out there. We got a raid from Sensei Suplex, so thank you so much for that raid. They're
Oh, that's you would make it. That's
they're part of
Wrestling
the
and
team.
Sensei.
Thank you.
They're part of our team.
I did win a giveaway. I believe it was for the 1,000. It could have been Heroes crossing of 1,000 followers on Instagram. He was one of the 3 winners.
I am going to be getting the Ravenloft guide to Von Rickman's guide to Ravenloft. Thank you. Could have been Heroes.
There you
You guys are awesome. Never won anything before. So excited.
Cool. Oh, thank you for the mug. I appreciate it. Love that mug. I will get one. Thank you. Hopefully that's allowed. I'm pretty sure it is. So we are going to yeah. Well, I think the Indians could. We are going to find somebody to raid real quick. I don't see anybody who's on our team that needs a raid, but I've got 1.5 million people that I am following. So
Go for it.
we've got that's a refund. We have Ladies and Gentle Dice, or Odd Lot D&D, or Not Great RPG. They are playing in person too.
Let's say not great RPG.
Not great. Sounds great.
Play any of us. So let's do this in solidarity.
All right, we are going to Not Great RPG. Not Great RPG, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for Midnight Mondays.
Yeah.
We'll see you Tuesday for Wicked Independent Prestige Incorporated. And then Thursday, I will not actually be doing DM prep because I'm going to be over at 7th Level Bardcast doing an interview with them and just chatting about streaming and D&D and TTRPGs and all of that fun stuff.
Nice.
So I don't know when that will be released, but I'll be having that conversation. So I will not be on Thursday. But we will definitely see you throughout the week. And thank you for hanging out with us. We're going to go raid these other individuals who are playing in person and have a beautiful setup that's going to put ours to complete shame. But
But they don't
till
have
we
these
see.
people.
Right.
That's the case.
The human capital.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching.
Good night, everybody. Or morning, if you're Ian.